old school R&B, hip hop, reggae, sports, talk shows, and a whole lot more. You're listening to the internet's hottest new radio station, WNB1 Radio, New Bedford, Massachusetts, home of the legendary Tavares and just a collection of some cool-ass wonderful people.
For a truly satisfying dining experience, look no further than Top Shelf Bar and Grill in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Our family-style restaurants offer an array of mouth-watering dishes, from pub favorites to traditional Portuguese cuisine. Treat yourself to an expertly prepared Portuguese meal or unwind with a handcrafted cocktail from our bar. Be sure to try our signature creations, including shrimp Mozambique, bourbon tips, grilled salmon, and the signature top shelf steak. Our warm and inviting atmosphere, combined with exceptional service, ensures a memorable experience. Since 2011, Top Shelf has proudly served a unique blend of Mediterranean-inspired cuisine, reflecting Portuguese, Spanish, and American flavors. Our founder, Robert J. Afonso, drew upon his industry expertise to create a welcoming space where everyone can enjoy a delicious meal, catch a game, or simply relax with friends. We strive to make our house your house, fostering a sense of community and supporting local organizations. When you visit Top Shelf Bar and Grill, make sure to mention WNB1 Radio and enjoy your meal.
It's no secret that the trucking industry is struggling for drivers. So why not look for a school that can get you the credentials that you need to start that new career? Get on the road to success with J&J Driving School and Logistics Incorporated, located at 978 Nash Road in New Bedford, Massachusetts. J&J is a Black and woman-owned trade school leading the South Coast in CDL training. J&J offers the most comprehensive training programs for CDLs A, B, and school bus training. Don't let opportunities drive right by you. Go and see our friends at J&J and get your CDL career started right away. And be sure to tell them that WNB1 Radio sent you.
Have you made that New Year's resolution to get into shape and you still haven't followed through with it? Then you need to join KO Gym.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
KO Gym is located at 50 Conduit Street in the north end of New Bedford, within the historic mills in a 5,000 square foot space, within plenty of room to train for social distancing, and the facility has unlimited parking outside. KO Gym offers exclusive training in Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing, grappling, jiu-jitsu, as well as strength and conditioning programs. So if you're looking to train to get into shape to train for self-defense, or if you're looking to train to compete professionally, KO Gym has experienced professional staff to help you obtain your goal. They also offer one-on-one personal training as well as group classes to satisfy everyone's needs. So go ahead and let KO Gym help you make that change for a healthy body and a healthy mind. And also tell them that WMB1 Radio made the referral for you.
Reliable Bus Lines Incorporated has been a leader in the school bus industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1980, Reliable Bus Lines Incorporated has provided the South Coast and surrounding areas of the Commonwealth transportation services ranging from private to contracted school bus and van services for corporate transportation. Specializing in school bus transportation, Reliable Bus Lines cares about your precious cargo. Our drivers are trained and certified and understand the importance of being on time and getting students to and from school safely. A staple in the greater New Bedford region, Reliable Bus Lines Incorporated is a women and minority-owned company. Our staff prides itself on being diverse, professional, and helpful. Call now to book your next outing, 508-992-0342. So come and take a ride with Reliable Bus, the bus you can trust. And don't forget to tell them that WNB1 Radio sent you.
Tired of expensive phone and home internet bills with long-term contracts? Get ready for total freedom with unbeatable value. Total Wireless by Verizon is celebrating the grand opening of 2 new stores in Massachusetts. Join us on Monday, July 14th at 1843 Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford and Friday, August 1st at 5 Park Street in Attleboro. Switch to Total Wireless and get the power of Verizon's 5G network with no contracts and plans starting as low as $23 a month per line for 5 lines. It's time to make the switch and get a great deal on home internet, new phones, and tablets for the whole family. Don't miss the grand openings of Total Wireless by Verizon in New Bedford on July 14th and in Attleboro on August 1st. And be sure to tell them that WNB1 Radio sent you.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Old school R&B, hip hop, reggae, sports, talk shows, and a whole lot more. You're listening to the internet's hottest new radio station, WNV1 Radio, New Bedford, Massachusetts, home of the legendary Tavares and just a collection of some cool-ass, wonderful people.
Good evening and welcome to WNB1 Radio. You're in tune to Straight to the Point Sports, where I am joined by Steve Lopes and Derek Consatio on this Thursday evening. Good evening, fellas.
What up? All right now.
So, fellas, we are in the primetime season. We know that preseason for basketball just wrapped up. The regular season starts. We're basically 1 week away from it starting. So we're gonna have all 4 sports running into each other in a matter of another week.
Not to mention college football.
Yeah,
and
well,
college basketball.
Yeah, that's
ready to start.
that's going to go without saying that those are the juniors, but the elders sports will be all in full effect. So we'll have all 4 sports in clashing into one another. So we'll have more than enough to speak about. So today, of course, we'll talk about our normal. Basically, our normal will update the football, and we'll talk about some of the games, as well as look at some of the key games next week. Also, we'll talk about Major League Baseball. The championship series are in full effect. Both series are 2-0. No, was there a game today?
Toronto won.
Toronto won yesterday. It's 2-1.
Oh, so there was a game yesterday. I was unaware of it.
Game alive.
Yeah, they put up 14 yesterday.
Oh, well, they got out their slump. All right, so it's 2-1. I wasn't even aware of that. I thought they were playing today. Is it the National League that plays today?
I think they both play today.
I think it's the National League that plays today. I thought they were both playing today. I totally missed it.
Yeah, because Toronto stays in Toronto for the next game, so they don't have usually when there's no travel, they've been playing back to back.
Yeah, because it goes 2-2. And then
the Dodgers are playing right now. And
Toronto,
18.
Then Toronto plays at 8:30.
Yeah. Okay.
Dodgers are up 1-0 right now.
All right, so we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about college football, big games. And there was a major firing by a blue blood of a program. We'll talk about that. And what am I missing? We'll talk about the Patriots. Are the Patriots
First place Patriots?
Are the Patriots a serious contender in the AFC?
Not even Charlie.
I was just say only if Charlie's
Not
listening.
even Charlie Perry would believe that right now.
I remember that we did say that they were going to be a much improved team, and they have a.
I thought on defense though.
I didn't
think the offense would come around.
They're ahead of schedule offensively, but we'll talk about that. What we'll do first is we're going to dive into, obviously, the NFL. We'll talk about the NFL prime games. Fellas, the floor is open to you all. Games, we'll start with you, Steve. Games that caught your eye this past weekend.
Well, it's a game and team for me. I keep waiting for the wheels to come off on the Colts. And even though they were playing Arizona, they still found a way to win. Jonathan Taylor, who's the leading rusher in the NFL, just keeps playing very well. Daniel Jones is still not making no mistakes to hurt him. I'm just wondering, how long this is going to continue, because so far every week I expect them. All right, they're going to fall this week. They're going to fall this week, and they're still rolling on. They're 5-1 right now.
Yeah,
it's that running game, man. That running game,
a healthy running game. But
that's the best friend's quarterback.
Huh?
Yes. The best friend's quarterback, a running game.
But because, like I said before, where they lost Ryan Kelly and Will Freeze to us, those two were two important staples. I didn't know the guys they had waiting in the wings were going to step up without missing a beat. But obviously the coach knew, because they let them guys walk for higher salaries. They got the newer people in there. And I think, the way Jonathan Taylor's been playing, yeah, they say a running back's a quarterback's best friend, and he's definitely killing it, both passing and both rushing and receiving.
Yes. But he's always had that in his bag, though. He just
when he puts it together.
When the guy's healthy, he's a top 3 back in the league.
And I don't think Richardson was using him as a pass catcher as much. And Jones is checking that. The best thing they did last year was draft the tight end Tyler Warren, because you didn't have to rely on the accuracy of a deep passing game. You had that safety net. But Daniel Jones is also using the running back out of the backfield more often. Yeah. So yes, you got a safer gamble, and it's paying off. Now, their defense is still giving up a lot of points, but right now they're still winning. I mean, Arizona with a backup quarterback put up 27 on them.
Yeah. And he threw for over 300.
Yeah, but the Colts defense hasn't been as good as I thought it might have been, but their offense has been more than I could have ever reckoned for.
Derek, what you got?
I got the Bears and Commanders.
Another tight one.
Who would have thought that the Bears would be 3-2 right now?
3 consecutive wins.
3
And
consecutive
what do you
wins.
attribute that to?
Better quarterback play?
Yes, because they're keeping him, showcasing his strong points and keeping him away. He's holding the ball a little bit in times, but not nearly as long as last year, trying to use your legs to run out of, and then he'd get hit.
Not to mention that he has a certain back that's killing it.
Yeah.
Mrs. Swift. So he had 108 yards rushing, and he had 67 in receiving and 1 TD.
What did we just mention about Jonathan Taylor?
A quarterback.
It's the same thing.
A quarterback.
And who are they trying to emulate with Swift?
Yeah.
Mr.
Gibbs, who they drafted to replace him, saying he wasn't big enough, but he's showing he can handle that role. Maybe not as good as Gibbs, but very serviceable.
So we remember last year when these two teams played pretty much around the same time of this year.
That was a Hail Mary.
Yeah. And the teams were going in opposite directions. Chicago had a win record, and then they lost 9 straight games. And it was just the opposite for the Commanders.
Losing's contagious.
And it was just the opposite for the Commanders. The Commanders, I think they won 7 out of 8. And they went on and they just, it steamrolled from there. Yep. But the good thing about Williams is, once again, not turning the ball over.
Yes.
He didn't turn the ball over, turnover free. And he managed the game to the point where, okay, we need the defense to count on you. What does the defense do? They get a fumble.
They caused 2.
Oh, that Tillman punch. They had it twice, right?
Well, the other one was the last one
was a wet ball.
Was a wet ball.
It was a wet ball. Yeah.
Bad exchange between running back and quarterback.
Yeah, he never had it. But
and it looks bad for the rookie.
The turnovers. If you got a team with 2 and then a team with none, the point differential is going to show up eventually, right?
Yep.
And it did, because they were able to basically salt away the clock and do their thing at the end. But yeah, the turnovers.
And they had a backup kicker.
Yes.
Mr. Moody, who San Fran
was just cast off the island.
San Fran cut him.
Did you see his first kick?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! I think I could have blocked that. It was the right side of the line. They didn't even really jump.
No,
it hit him underneath the armpit. Hit him underneath the armpit. Very low, and I was skeptical when he kicked it, but he drilled it. He drilled it at the end. Once again, you look at that running back. Swift had the big catch and run to set them up. He's playing real well. So you got the running game, you got good quarterback play, and you got timely turnovers, which make for which will always keep you in the mix, in or around to win the game or win outright.
Keep you in the game, anyways.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a great job. But 3 straight games, in which they won. Let's see if they can keep the streak going. For me, an eye opener was the Falcons and Bills.
That was one of my surprise games. Yeah.
Mr. Bijan Robinson.
Yeah,
he killed me.
They let him loose.
He killed me.
Let him loose. Let the man run. Feed that man.
Not only did he run, he
catch
the ball to the back.
Catch it. Just let him up.
And it was explosive plays. It wasn't like chunk yard, a little bit of 4 or 5 yards here and there. He was ripping off 8 to 10 yard runs, and then he had the big one.
81.
Yeah,
Yep.
The longest run from scrimmage this year.
Yep.
So he had 19 carries for 170 yards, also 6 receptions for 68 yards, and a TD, 238 total yards. So yeah, it was. You know what I see from the Bills? They did this exact same thing last year, right? Oh, everybody puts them. You're the favorite to come out. You're the favorite to, and then they falter, and then it seems like they'll win a big game, and then they'll get back on track.
Yeah.
So everybody's down on them, but I'm not, because it's only week 6.
But
No, I was gonna say, what do you think is the biggest reason that they've had these 2 weeks in a row? Because 14 points to me against an Atlanta team,
who gave up 30 to Carolina.
I know they're giving up a lot on defense, and people are going to say the lack of a go-to wide receiver, because last year they got away with that.
That's the easiest thing to say.
Yeah, but they don't have somebody, you're putting all the pressure on Josh Allen to make the right read, but he doesn't have that one guy he's confident in that when you need something, you can go to him. It's like,
in my opinion, what their problem is they don't let cook.
They don't give him the ball.
Cook is not touching the ball.
Well, they're so dependent on the quarterback being that guy, so they put him in more positions to win when they should be taking some of the load off and making it easier.
But the whole point of that is, in the first few games when they were winning, Cook was cooking.
Yeah,
they don't cook with Cook, they lose.
Yeah. I for me, like I said,
fantasy too.
I just think that they're overutilizing their quarterback.
Yeah.
When they should be leaning more on the running game to set up the pass.
What did you say the quarterback's best friend is?
Running game.
And you can't be your quarterback can't be the leading rusher when you have a thoroughbred in the stall.
Having them run that often. It's
exactly.
hard just not getting hurt throwing the ball.
Exactly. Well,
let's not forget about Drake London. He went nuts.
He had 147 yards in the first half.
158 yards,
He's
10 catches.
Been that receiver, but he didn't have a good relationship with Cousins. And then when Penix came in, that's when we started seeing him emerge a little bit last year. And this year, oh man, it's not like Penix is setting the world on fire.
And you know something, something that I never really thought about is they have a 2-headed monster in running back.
Oh yeah,
Algier gets that tough yards, while Bijan Robinson just does the pretty work,
and it saves the wear and tear on.
Yes, exactly. So you got a 2-headed monster, sort of like the fire and ice, and
thunder and lightning.
Yeah, thunder and lightning, whatever you want to call it. I don't care.
Algier is a big boy.
Bijan's
no slouch either, but
he's a muscular guy, but he's a good athlete.
Algier's that.
So Bijan Robinson reminds me of Saquon Barkley in his earlier years. Run with power, speed, finesse, and can run you over all in one. Tightly packaged. He reminds me of a very young Saquon Barkley. That's who he reminds me of. And I didn't really recognize it until I watched the game. And I said, Jesus, they got a 2-headed monster over here. Because Bijan Robinson was doing all the all the work to get down to the goal line. But then as soon as they got down, they're like, okay, here you go, Algier. And they weren't like 1 yard runs.
No,
They were like
that's
12-yard draw plays where he's just running people over.
His touchdown was like 20 yards out.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where if you can get your defense in line with them, and you can get, once again, we're looking at another young quarterback who had no turnovers. You look at all these young quarterbacks, the one thing with them all playing well, no turnovers, a good running game. All right. So that helps out a lot.
And that formula is the oldest formula in the book. If you look at success over the good teams over the years, having a good running back takes the pressure, or a good rushing game takes the pressure off the quarterback. Now the quarterback's not predictable. He's not being forced into passing situations. And when you don't turn the ball over and you got a good running, you're eating clock. So you're keeping the ball away from other teams too.
the clock is on your side.
Yeah. It's good to see these young quarterbacks prospering in the way they.
That's a nice little core if you look in the future, because their offensive line is hurt. One of them is out for the year, but you got Bijan Robinson. If Penix can hold on to that, and you got Drake London. And Pitts is starting to show signs of life after all these years.
That dude's still there.
I don't know if he's going to get kept on the squad, but I've seen tight ends come in the last 2 years, second round picks.
Maybe he just needs to change the scenery.
Yeah, maybe. But if not,
it's not like they haven't gone to him. But
tell him that there's in January, Martin Luther King weekend. Tell him that there's a flag football tournament in Florida. That dude sucks. I'm sorry. He nothing.
Yeah, so that game caught my eyes. Another game was obviously the Giants and Philly, how it was just total domination.
That was total domination.
It was total from the opening kick all the way to the end.
The rookie quarterback would hold up under that pressure like that. Yeah. That he would play. He
hold up. He stepped up.
Yeah.
Like
both of the rookies.
And Mr. Scatbo.
Scatterbo.
He's gonna have CTE by year.
He doesn't try to avoid
by his second year, week 5.
Either that, or the second most popular way is he's gonna hurt an ACL doing backflips in the end zone. Because if I'm the team, I'm shutting that down now, dude.
It's too big to be doing that.
Y'all doing real. You don't need to be doing that, because we've seen kickers celebrating with less chances of that. You know, I've seen kickers celebrating field goals tear out their ACL.
Yeah, but kickers, but the kickers are not really athletic. I would have.
They were just jumping up and down cheering.
I have a little more confidence in him, seeing that he's more agile, and he's built for that more. I just think that listen, you can't tell, players are going to play how they're going to play, right?
Of course.
You're not going to say, they showed highlights of him in college. Before he goes out to the game, he's playing headbutt with the brick wall. So that is his
That's why he's always like
thing.
this.
That is his thing.
If you ever notice, if you happen to catch a game, right, and the camera's on him, just out of nowhere, he'll be sitting there listening, and all of a sudden, it's like, I'm like, is he have a concussion? He's shaking, but that's what he does all the time. He does that all the time. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, listen, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he killed it.
And Dart had 2. He had 1 rushing and 1 passing. Once again, another young quarterback.
Without his best receiver.
17 out of 29 for 195 yards, 13 rushes for 58 yards. But we got to look at the defense too, because the defense played a hell of a game.
That front 7 is crazy, bro.
You know something? They're finally starting to live up to their billing, because we always say that they're crazy, but they're kind of under the radar. But they showed up.
Brian Burns is 3rd in the league right now in sacks.
Yes,
and nobody ever
2 other good pass rushers on his team,
and nobody ever talks about him.
Yeah. And not to mention they got a good nose tackle too. Yeah. I mean, their whole listen. When you draft every year, one. You better have something coming out of that.
Well, most of those picks were defensive picks on those early picks.
Yes.
This year they got 2 offensive plays in the first round. But
I think for the last 5 years,
they got another defensive guy in the first round.
Yes,
their first pick.
But I was thinking Neighbors, but he's 2 years.
Scatbo was a
3rd or 4th.
Third, yeah. Late.
But yeah, like I said, every year, at some point they got to come around. They got to show up. They got to come to the party. And they did in a big way.
And that the guy from Oregon just started. He just came to the party this year. He's been here for 2 years.
So they had 3 sacks and an interception, and they were constantly putting pressure on Hurts. Made him feel very uncomfortable. Not that he's been lighting it up anyway.
No.
What do we think is wrong with him? What do we think is wrong with Hurts? What's wrong with Hurts?
Coordinator. 3 years in a row.
True.
New coordinators. Remember, he lost your Dallas boy last year that went on to be the head coach over in New Orleans. Right?
True.
Yep.
The year before, Shane Steichen went to the Colts. The victim of success. We see this every year. When a team goes to the Super Bowl or they make a playoff run, people want to steal what made you just experienced it this year. When people have success,
I don't know. My offense is still up there.
I just look at it this way. I think that with Philly, I think they need. I think that they just need to open their playbook up. Let it loose.
Why switch it up?
Let
My
it
thing
loose.
is why switch it up? I understand the guy left, but keep majority of the offense is still there. They know the plays. Keep some of them plays that they know.
All their weapons are frustrated because none of them are getting good looks. Barkley had a crazy year last year.
Well, you know something. You know what's a telltale sign when you run 4 consecutive tush push plays. That says all. That says all you need to know. It says we don't have confidence.
And it doesn't help that Lane Johnson is not healthy.
Right.
He's a big part.
Barkley, and you still got AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, and man, you got so many different ways that you can attack, and none of them are getting used.
AJ Brown plays for them.
Well, at least this week he had catches.
Yeah.
At least this week he had catches.
Yeah.
Prior 2 weeks, he didn't have nothing.
Good to be getting 3 and 4.
That's what I'm saying.
He had 6. I think it was 6 catches for 72 yards or something like that.
Yeah, this is week. That was week 6.
I know.
Week 6 is most catches he had.
But wait, week 5 and week 4. So week 3 he had a big game. They came back and they beat the Rams. But
yeah, because of defense.
Yeah. Well, in the second half, he blew up. He had 120 yards in the second half. But I just think that they just need to stop playing conservative. Stop playing not to make mistakes and take chances. I think that's when they're at their best. You have the weapons.
Do we think that the Eagles shot their load and they're just going to come back down to earth?
I don't know.
I think they've gotten very predictable on offense.
Oh yeah,
and they're killing themselves by not utilizing their weapons.
And their defense is on the field a lot.
But somebody who hasn't been on the field is coming back this week, and that Jalen Carter in the middle really will make a big difference with people not being able to attack up the middle and having pressure on the quarterback from up the middle. So,
well, even when he was there, I mean,
he's a lazy player.
Yeah.
Even when he was there, I mean, he missed 2 games. He only missed 2 games. He missed a game against the Cowboys where he was suspended on the very first play, and then he missed last week. So we can't really point it and say it's him, one player. It's not like they're running up the middle. When teams are playing them, they're doing pretty much whatever they want.
I hope that lasts one more week.
They're pretty much doing.
Let them figure it out after this week.
They're doing rushing. They're doing passing.
You guys have the offense to do it.
It's
Unless
just
we stop McCarthy.
It's just for me.
I thought he was practicing.
He is practicing.
For me, we'll get there. Right. For me, I think they just need to take the shackles off these guys and stop being so conservative.
Yes. To me, that's the OC.
I just think that, listen, it's not as if these guys cannot make big plays, and you don't. It's not like you don't have the horses for it. They're there. Use them. And it seems as if they're not doing it. Hence, two losses in a row.
If I'm not mistaken, they had the most Pro Bowlers last year, correct?
Yes.
Like, where are those guys now? Like Steve said, they're all frustrated.
Yeah. Every one of them is frustrated.
Yeah,
it's just only one's being vocal about it.
Yeah,
and he's getting the bad.
I think Saquon's probably saying, "What the hell?" And Jalen Hurts is like, "What are we doing?"
Saquon that's not his persona.
Exactly, but inside, I guarantee he's feeling that way.
Neither is
Devontae Smith.
Neither Devontae. They're not big talkers, but
Brown, on the other hand, yes, he could be like, if it goes on another 2 games, he'll turn into
A TO?
A TO, yes. He'll be junior TO. And there have been a lot of teams that are inquiring about him come the trade deadline. Patriots being one of them, yes. So we'll see. I at this point, I don't think that Philadelphia is ready to become sellers. It's way too early.
No,
way too early.
When is trade deadline? Is
Next
it
week.
Oh, it's
week 8.
Week 8.
Oh,
yes,
and halfway through the season.
So you
hear the rumors now.
So I don't believe that they're at the point where they're going to become sellers.
No,
they got a winning record.
I don't think they're pushing him, but I think other teams are inquiring.
Yeah, well,
they know he's disgruntled.
Well, you look at it like this, right? You always listen because there might be some team that
overpay.
Yeah, that's going to overpay.
They're gonna get a second for him.
Well, this is my thing. If I'm trading him, all right, a proven wide receiver. We know that he's not the player that he once was, but he has the physical tools to get open and he runs good routes and all that stuff. It's just a point of making him happy. But if at 4-2 right now, let's just say they split their next 2 games before the trading deadline, right? So that let's say they're 5-3.
So you say they wouldn't the next?
I know I'm not. No, I'm not going to. I just said they split. I don't want to make anyone feel in any certain way. But if they go 5-3, you're not in a position where you become a seller. You're more of a buyer. To improve. So for me, I would look at it and say, unless you're going to give me the house, then I'm not really interested.
And their schedule's got to lighten up a little bit because they started off with a pretty decent schedule for the beginning of the year, being a division winner.
It does. It's all, the thing is, you got to remember, you're saying it's going to get easy. They play the NFC North and they play the AFC West.
Yeah, they've already played.
But it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. Number one, they have a playoff schedule, so they're going to play every divisional winner. Okay, that goes without saying. Number two, now you look at the divisions that you're playing; those are pretty good divisions. So there's no hiding. There's no. You might get a break here or there when you think you're playing in the division. They thought they were getting a break this week with the Giants, who
had every reason to lose.
4-14 in their last 18 games. 4-14. Okay, so now you're sitting here, it's like, oh, we got a break. We're not playing a contender, and then you get the breaks beat off of you. So
and they got the Giants again next week.
Yeah, so it doesn't. You might say, oh, it's got to lighten up. No, not really.
Right, this is what they got. They got the Vikings.
The Giants.
Vikings. Giants, Packers, Cowboys, Bears, Chargers, Raiders, Commanders, Bills, Commanders.
See, it does.
And in there, and on the 16th, they got the Lions.
See, it doesn't get much easier. It's all by the luck of the draw and the division that you're playing in, the conference, whoever you're playing in that conference, and it doesn't get any easier because. If you want to call the Raiders, the Chargers are good, but yeah, they started off with some of the tougher games,
and we can't even shit on the Bears right now.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. So, they just need to pick their level up, but by no means do I think that they're sellers. Yeah. If they go and they trade AJ Brown, I will be shocked. I will be shocked.
Going through the schedule, the only team under 500 is the Raiders. Everybody else is a 500 or above that they have left on
the
this.
Giants are over 500.
They're 2-3.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm sorry. They're 2-4.
2-4, and the Cowboys are under 500.
Oh, wait, I forgot about the Cowboys.
Yeah, we haven't talked about.
But listen. Let's face it. They were one play away from one. Let's put it this way. They were four drop passes away from losing that game, because if CeeDee Lamb doesn't drop all those passes, they probably win.
Yeah.
All right. So it never. Last week was a prime example. Divisional game, a team that has been in the cellar for the last 8 to 9 years, and you think it's a easy pickings, nope, you get the brakes beaten off of you. So yeah, those were some of the games. I did want to touch upon the Bucks in San Fran. Initially, when I looked at the game, I didn't realize how bad both teams were hurt. How bad both teams were hurt.
With the injuries.
Both teams were playing well. So I'll give you the injuries for both teams. Okay. In game, Fred Warner got hurt, out for the season. In game, the rookie, I can't say his name right. Abuka, in game, got hurt as well.
We don't know what that's like. It's to be determined. He had tests.
So the guys that were out, no Bosa, no Kittle, no Ayuk, no Pearsall, no Purdy. Jennings played with 5 broken ribs. Steve, you're a wuss. Steve, you're a wuss.
Yeah, but I didn't get a flap jacket to walk around in.
And he played with a sprained ankle.
Shot up with some Novocaine or whatever.
He played in a football game, bro. That's like getting hit by a car.
That's like getting hit by a Mack truck. And he played with a partially sprained ankle. 5 broken ribs and a sprained ankle. So he went out there hobbling.
He was not sleeping well.
All right. So for Tampa Bay, no Evans, no Godwin, and no Bucky Irvin.
Yeah. And 2 offensive linemen.
Yes. All right. So I'm saying to myself, holy crap. I happened to look at the injury thing and remember in game, we seen what happened with the linebacker. His foot was like Dak Prescott's. Yeah. It was turned the wrong way. It was turned the wrong, totally turned the wrong way. They showed it, but they didn't show it from a lot of different angles. Because when they came back from the break, they were like, we're just gonna show it, but we're not gonna show it anymore. I'm like, oh, that's pretty messed up. And they showed it. But yeah. And to see how good both teams have been playing is amazing. The Bucks prevailed 30-19. And Baker Mayfield, what can I say?
MVP.
He used those back. They said he was on his 5th and 6th wide receiver.
Yeah.
Didn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Second string running back.
So if you want to personify how well Baker Mayfield has played, all you have to do is look at that 3rd and 15 where he almost got sacked, spun around, juked one dude, and then got tackled and then reached over and got the first down. That's MVP personified right there. He's
his will to win is just
strong. And what I kind of I like his resolve, because let's face it, when he was in Cleveland, he was more known for making more commercials than he was for making more touchdowns. And he's totally turned his career around. He could have easily rode off into the sunset and be like, listen, I made my money. Yeah. I made my money. I'm gone, whatever. But he went from journeyman. He went from 3 different teams to a spot where he's at now. And now we're talking about him as, the lead MVP candidate.
He's the front runner right now.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He got his team set up really nice. And he keeps answering every week. He keeps answering critics. And not only answering critics, but just like fantasy freak.
Doing it without his number ones.
Yes. Just imagine when all hands are on deck, how dangerous that team can be.
It looks like Mike Evans is going to come back this week, which
he just got on the field this week.
Yeah, but that would really, really help him, considering how thin they are at wide receiver. Because I think Godwin's out for a little while.
Yeah, Godwin's out. Ibuka's out.
Ibuka's going to be out 2 to 3 weeks
at least.
So, Godwin, you said 2 to 3 weeks?
No, I don't know how long.
Yeah, I'm just saying they haven't come out and said exactly what's wrong with him, but they're hinting that it's a little more serious.
So Evans, We'd say another 3 weeks, two weeks, maybe 3
Evans
weeks.
is coming back this week.
Yeah.
Oh, is he gonna?
Evans
No,
is
no,
practicing, but
he's just
may
practicing.
or may not play. No, but
Yeah, no, he
they
just
got him
stepped on the
schedule to
field.
play, they said.
They said he's on schedule
Really?
to play.
Yeah, he's
I haven't looked at the injury report.
he's been working out on his own, but this was the first week he tested at full speed because those.
So he's been out
soft
2
tissues-
weeks, right?
Oh, longer
He's been
than
out.
that.
He's been out since week 1. After week 1, I think it was.
Week 1, really?
Week
I
1
thought
or
he was
2.
out.
I know he's
2
missed at
weeks.
least 3 weeks.
Okay, all right. But look what he's doing. Look.
Well, he's got the familiarity. Don't underestimate his old college wide receiver that happens to be on the team, Mr. Shepard.
Yeah.
And then one of those other guys, was it Johnson?
Tez, he just
Tez Johnson.
caught
And there's
his
another
first
rookie
touchdown.
that barely made the team. He had a big week last week, but he's surviving with all those dudes. But Shepard is now the number one if Evans can't come back to form.
Yeah, it's amazing to watch what he's done. And the great thing about it is I'm loving how my fantasy ripped me up for drafting him. You could have got him in the latter rounds, and and it's like, to me, I went based off of what he did last year. I didn't,
and it don't help that he has great receivers.
He has even better wide receivers this year.
I know, with
the rookie. So that was my thought process in selecting him. I remember we were talking. He's like, I was like, I'm grabbing a quarterback right now.
But everybody was jumping off the bandwagon, and meanwhile we're building our rosters, and then Brian drafts a quarterback later than everybody else, and he's an MVP candidate right now.
Yeah. But it's like I said, it's amazing to watch and to see what he's doing. And let's be fair. On the other side of the field, Mac Jones, I mean, he made some mistakes, but he's been playing well himself.
And hurt.
Very hurt.
And his cast has been hurt as well.
Yes. Oh yeah. I read
I didn't realize how many teams were in that same boat until you just mentioned Tampa Bay and some, because we knew the Baltimores and the Cowboys and the Vikings, and now you add Tampa Bay and San Fran. That's 5 teams that all should be playing well that are decimated.
Detroit's hurt too.
They've got a lot of guys hurt too. So when I sent you
that,
that clip,
yeah,
Detroit was either third or fourth.
Yeah,
or
like
fourth.
17.
I think they were fourth.
We got a bunch of guys out.
But yeah, I mean, some teams they could, some teams can stay afloat because they have the depth. Then there's other teams that just can't withstand it. It's about depth. It's about meshing with the right people at the right time. Coaching, yeah, there's a lot of things that go into it.
Did you see what Detroit did today? They signed that cornerback from Volk.
Oh yeah,
that's how bad it is over there.
Well, you got a guy that's going to be sitting out a week, right?
Yeah. Well,
so they needed somebody. They picked somebody up off the squad, of the practice squad.
Yeah, we signed 2 guys to the practice squad. We signed Mr. Fuller from Washington last year.
Okay.
So let's see what happens.
Worked at Fuller Brush.
Got to do something, man.
No. All right. So looking forward to next week's games. We have quite a few games that gonna be very entertaining.
Late games, because I was looking at the early schedule.
So the Eagles Vikings 1:00. Eagles Vikings. So
you ain't impressed with that one?
Well,
I don't know if McCarthy's going to be the quarterback. I'd rather see Wentz this week.
Well, this is the thing. You don't want to lose 3 straight games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I think the pressure. Scary. I think the pressure more is on the Eagles, but the Vikings. You gotta be able to match the intensity, right?
Mm-hmm. Rams.
It's a desperate team.
I think we're getting a few players back because of coming off the bye week. I think another one of our offensive linemen. I think our rookie's back, Donovan Jackson.
Hold on, we got a caller. WMB1 Radio.
Brian, Ray Mercer, call it in.
Hey, Mr. Mercer, how you doing?
What's going on, man?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. What's going on with them Pittsburgh Steelers?
We're gonna find out tonight. We're doing pretty good. Where's Derek? Is Derek there?
You know,
Derek is here.
Yes,
Yes,
I
he
am,
is here.
sir.
Yo, man. Hey, man. Y'all been playing good, man. Y'all been playing good. I've been going for you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
I think about y'all every time the game come on. I think about the Cowboys too. Y'all got beat by the Panthers.
Hey, whoa.
I'm glad
Easy
you brought
there.
that up. I'm
Easy
glad
there.
you brought that up.
Yeah, I know it. That was something, man. I mean, my friend walking around here, he's on cloud nine because they beat the Cowboys. Yeah, that's crazy.
Rico
How y'all
Dowdle
been, man?
beat the Cowboys.
Yes.
The old Cowboy
Nah.
beat the Cowboys.
The Cowboys didn't beat no Cowboys. The Cowboys got beat by the Panthers.
Hey. Listen, I'm going to take a stand in our 8 count here right now, okay? Go easy. Go easy.
All right, well, I'll give it to you. Don't come out strong like that no more, though. You came out real strong on the Pittsburgh. Yeah. But Derek, man, I just wanted to call y'all, man, and because I miss y'all, man. Y'all are fun to talk to. And I want to thank y'all for sponsoring the show, man. It was real good, man. And we're just glad to be a part of y'all team, man. And y'all be a part of our team.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Yeah.
Listen, I already told Eric, anytime in the future, moving forward, anything that he wants to do, we're right there to help,
All right.
to support.
Gathering of styles, baby. Gathering of styles.
Yes,
man. We need
sir.
sponsors too. So hey, y'all, you got sponsors out there? Let's go, man. Let's make this thing big.
Absolutely.
It'll be big.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So you got let me guess, right? You got your terrible towel on right now. You got your rugby throwback jersey on.
Look, every no, I don't have that ugly thing.
I'm glad you agree it's ugly.
That thing makes you look
I
good in
gotta
jail.
admit that there's a lot of stripes on that one. I don't like that one. But I do have my jersey on and I have my terrible towel and my hat on.
Okay, all right. So let me ask you one question.
Yeah.
How much are you a believer in with the Geritol quarterback you got? Do you think that he's going to be able to? Do you think he's going to be able to last the full season?
I'm gonna tell you like this here. You're asking the wrong guy because I was the oldest guy on the Olympic team. I'm telling you, I was the oldest guy. I was 28. Everybody else was like 21, 22.
Hey,
but
you were like
I think knowledge is power. That's what I think. And I think them two guys tonight that's playing got knowledge.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good game.
Two very old quarterbacks tonight.
They definitely have.
They're not very old. I mean, look at their records.
Well, their records are old too.
Wait a minute, hold on. Is this Derek?
Nah, that was Brian, brother. That was Brian.
Oh, Brian, you don't lost your talk time. I thought I was talking. I realized who I was talking to after talking to you for a while. But I thought I was talking to Derek, man. He got more rights to talk than you do.
Wait, hold on. The ref just came in and said low blow.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I did give you a standing 8. I mean, you spoke up again. I mean, if you wasn't saying shit, I wouldn't be saying shit to you.
That was a low blow.
Yeah, man, nothing comes low when it comes to that dude y'all got for a manager, that Jerry Jones.
Oh yeah, listen, I couldn't be more in agreement with you. I couldn't.
Yeah, I know. I know you agree on that one. We friends again.
Yeah, okay, all right. We good. We good.
Brian got the smelling salt. He's 5 in the standing 8 count.
Hey man, look, man, I'm just gonna call in anytime I get ready, man, to talk about the gathering of styles, brother.
All right. Yeah, listen, definitely. Like I said, we're there always, man. Not a
problem. All right, man. We're gonna build this thing big, man, with you guys, man. We love you guys, man.
We love you right back, man.
Brother.
Thank you for calling in and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you, brother.
All right, peace.
All right, later.
Yes, that was the former champ Ray Mercer calling in and wanted to show a little love here at WMB1 Radio, Straight to the Point Sports. We appreciate you, Mr. Mercer, and we're wishing you all the best of luck tonight. So back to the games. Back to the games next week. We mentioned the Eagles and Vikings, Rams and Jags. That game's Sunday morning,
9:30.
But that's going to be one of the key games, I think.
That's
the Jags.
The Jags are playing ball.
2-4-2 teams. It doesn't get much better than that.
I expected it from the Rams,
but the Rams are out. Puka Nacua is not.
Yeah,
is he definitely been declared out?
They said it's better for him to be out.
Risky.
Yeah.
Can't play with a franchise player like
Yeah,
that.
not when it comes to an ankle, man. Nah.
Yeah. So that's the early game. I forgot all about you guys playing. No, wait, who played this? Who played last Sunday?
They did.
No, we were off.
No, they were off. There was
Oh, no.
another early game this past
Oh
Sunday.
no, yeah, it was the Jets and
Yeah.
the Jets.
I totally
13
forgot
or 11,
about.
was that the last night?
Yeah. It was a stupid
It
score.
was the Jets. Jets and Broncos. That was an awful game.
Yeah.
Right, both
Yeah.
teams.
They had like 14 and a half total yards. Or something
I've
like
never
that.
seen a team have negative passing yards.
Yeah, that was bad.
But I like the 2 Monday night games coming up next week. And I don't know why we're seeing so many.
It's something new this year.
Yo, the streaming service. I know that's on ESPN, but and ABC. But
ABC and ESPN.
the second game starts at 10 o'clock.
Well, so last week
Yeah.
we were fortunate because both teams were on the East Coast. But this is the way that they wanted it. They wanted an early game, which
And a
was
late
on the
game.
East Coast, and then a later game. Because when you get one that's pretty much at halftime, the other one is starting.
Yeah.
So you got a nice follow over. I mean, me personally, I don't like it because I'm
It's tough. It's tough if you're at home.
yeah.
And you're in
So
one
so
team.
Comfortable.
so I mean, the multi-view does me good with
Yeah.
Xfinity because you can just press it and then you got both games on.
Yeah.
But I was so accustomed to Monday night, you taking all those games and that's the final one. That's the only one you can concentrate, especially when it comes to fantasy football.
Yeah.
Now, I find myself when we play fantasy football, I look at the Sunday and Monday night games because I don't want to get excited too early and count my chickens before they hatch. So I'm automatically looking at the whoever my opponent is. I'm looking to see if they got games going on Monday. And it as just so happened, I played Kevin this week, and he had 2 guys going, and I'm like, oh hell, I'm not gonna win,
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm just so, like I said, I'm just so accustomed to that Monday night being the finale game. Now you got 2 games on, and like you said, if someone in Steve's case, if you have to be up early in the AM, it's tough. Those games are ending at 12 o'clock, 12:30.
Well, starting at 10, it's going to be 1 o'clock. It's going to be almost time to get up.
But yeah, it is.
It's a game I'd like to see. That's why I was like, oh man.
Yo, you might have to call in on Tuesday, bro.
Hey, I ain't used no sick days yet, so I'm due.
Yeah, there you go. Also, Falcons and 49ers. That's the Sunday night game.
Purdy's been practicing more and more. He needs to try to come back.
So
But that 49ers defense is going to be hurt.
Kittles is supposed to be coming back too.
Yeah, I'm hoping because I got him in 2 leagues. He played 1 game and got hurt in the first half. And in the first half, he was killing it, and then he was hurt.
Steve, be thankful. You got the guy that usually gets hurt and is out for like 6 or 7 weeks. You took
I'm
McCaffrey.
not mentioning his name.
He took a chance on him.
I was drafting right before Brian, and I was like, yo, I just can't let him go. This late. I got another pick doubling back.
So be thankful that he's still around and he's still in the mix.
Yeah, my quarterback.
We were talking about the running back, though.
I know, but my quarterback killing me.
So yeah, that's the Sunday night game. At 8:20.
Both those Sunday night games going because then the Texans and the Seahawks for the late game.
That's Monday.
That's Monday.
Oh, I thought
no, the Bucks and Lions is the other game
at 7.
So
that sucks.
So for you, right? You're gonna have maybe it's a wash because they're gonna have a very depleted wide receiver corps, and you have a very depleted secondary. So now it's the game has got to go to different facets, out of the running, insert the running game. So now we're gonna see how it happens. So
Vita Vea is a tough.
Oh, he's tough. He's tough. I mean,
showed that last week.
He is tough. But this is the thing. He doesn't play every down.
I know that's what helped.
They were showing him last week. He was taking 2 and 3 plays off. I'm like,
he's a big boy and he's getting older.
Yeah, but if I'm the offensive coordinator and I see a big dude running off, we're running right up that middle.
Oh yeah,
we're running right up that middle. We're trapping right there, and we're running right up that gut. So I mean, it may be a wash because, like I said, The Bucks are depleted when it comes to wide receivers. You guys are depleted when it comes to
DBs,
DBs. So now it's gonna other facets of the game
And
are gonna
Kirby
come in.
Joseph might be out.
Yeah,
That's a game time decision.
yeah. So
Battle of the backup.
we'll just have to wait.
Wide receivers beat the backup secondary.
We'll just have to wait and see to see how it pans out.
But
maybe it'll be a defensive game.
But we get a Lee McNeil back.
There you go.
That's big.
There you go. This is why other positions get paid too, to show up and to make a difference when they're less than full strength at other positions. That's how I look at it. So yeah, any other games you guys looking into next week? Those are some of the games.
I thought the later games in the Monday game were the best, and that early game Sunday, and then the late game Sunday night, and then both games on Monday. I was but I didn't see any 1 o'clock games. I was like really looking.
That Commanders Cowboys game could be a good one
for the rivalry part. Yeah.
I mean, I think it'll be a close game. I don't foresee it being one-sided. The Cowboys, they're getting help back in the way of Turpin, CeeDee Lamb, and Tyron Smith. All this week, they're all coming back.
Lamb's coming back?
Yes. He's been out for 3 weeks.
It's a limb back.
Yeah, but I just remember seeing that ankle swelled up. I was like,
it's been out for 3 weeks. It was supposed to be 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah. But that's why I was surprised he was coming back this early.
So he's coming back. But none of those guys play defense.
Yeah,
so,
because Dak's been playing sneakily well.
None of them guys play defense. So to me,
Carolina showed us that.
You just have to. In my case, whenever there's a stop, I have to hope that the the offense capitalizes on it and scores, and we go up by a score. Every time they get held. I gasped. My brother. Oh Jesus, what's going to go on now? And that was it. But I mean, it's a rivalry game. They're playing in Dallas. Dallas beat them last year, as bad as Dallas was without Dak last year. And in the second game, they basically won in the fourth quarter. So that goes to show you how they get up. That's a rivalry game. A divisional game, so we'll see. I mean, I'm not expecting too much. I'm expecting a lot of offense, truthfully, in that way. Whenever you talk about the Cowboys, there's not much D and Big D. But yeah, that's it. Anything else?
Giants Broncos is going to be a sneaky good game.
Giants Broncos, you think so?
Yeah,
I think the Broncos are going to be mad, and that defense is going to come very upset, and they're going to be.
And that Giants defense is right there with them. That can be upset.
Now, this is the thing.
But I think
this is the thing.
Offense is more capable of adjusting against the Giants.
This is my thing. We haven't seen Doc play 2 consecutive good games.
Yeah,
he's had a good game, a bad game, a good game. Let's see if he can put it together and have 2 consecutive good games. As you recall, the week before, they both played a big part in them losing. One threw an interception and one fumbled.
Yeah.
So the big talk with them this week, when they were on the plane ride home, was we got to do something to make amends for it. Now, can they put together 2 good games? We shall see. We shall see.
And one thing I wanted to touch on before we left, at the beginning of the show, we mentioned a certain team locally that's in first place.
Yes, the Patriots.
And they have a very good chance of going to 5-2. I'm almost willing to bet on them this week.
The Patriots. They have a very
their outlook?
Oh yeah, they got the Titans.
Yeah,
they have
so
a very
5-2 this
listen.
week. I thought they'd win 5 or 6 games the whole year.
No, I thought they would win more than that.
I think I gave them 5 or 6 as well.
I said I was more along the lines of I was more along I was more not at the halfway point. I was more along the lines of 8 wins because they have a very pull their schedule up.
I was just worried about they have an easier.
They have a very.
I was still worried about their offense.
They got a last place schedule.
They got the Titans this week.
That's when
the Browns.
That could be tough because of the defense.
But it's in New England.
It doesn't make a difference.
All right.
Cleveland,
the
same weather.
Falcons.
That'll be a tough game.
Buccaneers.
That'll be a tough game.
Jets.
They'll win that.
Bengals.
They probably win that.
They'll win that.
Giants.
That's a tough game.
A Monday night at that. Bills.
Where is it?
In New England for Monday night.
Okay.
Bills.
They've already beaten them.
So the Bills, the Bills
in New England.
In New England, but this is the thing, right?
They gotta come.
So I think by then, I think the Bills will have the ship straightened out by then. I think they're gonna do just like they did last year. They had 2 losses last year, then they flipped the script, and then they ran the table pretty much.
And Ravens.
Who knows?
Who knows with them?
If Lamar's playing,
is he supposed to play this week?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
Multiple weeks, man. It's got to be a lot more serious than what they're saying.
Yeah,
and they probably want to keep it under wraps because where he's a mobile quarterback, they don't want to be like, oh, he'll be one-dimensional now. You don't have to worry about him running because he has a bulging disc or he has something.
Listen, if you're going to be out multiple weeks, it has to be a lot more serious than what they're letting on. Because if it's just like a mild strain or whatever, you can come back. But if it's something, I mean, the best.
Oh, he's a bye week this week.
Oh, they're in a bye week?
Yeah,
so he got 3 weeks off then. So he'll be back next week. So maybe they did it for that reason. So by the time he actually touches the field, he'll have gone 4 weeks.
Yeah, a month.
So that makes sense. The best medicine for hamstring is only rest. I mean, you push, especially with him. He's pushing off at a super high rate. So, but yes, they've got a favorite,
and they finished with the Dolphins and Jets.
Win-win.
Winnable games.
Win-win. So we're looking at maybe hypothetically maybe 10-7, maybe 11-6.
Yeah. 12-5.
That messes up their draft pick for next year.
They're not worried about it.
It'll be 12-5 if we go by what we said they'll win and lose.
Yeah, they have a very favorable schedule.
Gotta stay healthy, especially that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, it could all be for naught. I'm not wishing injuries on anyone, but let's just say Drake May gets hurt. Now, what is your backup plan? He's playing really good right now. I think he's got a great rapport with Diggs right now. I think they're meshing at the right time.
And what if they do get AJ Brown?
Yeah.
Woo. That would be tough.
They don't get me wrong. Their receiving core is good.
But listen,
right now,
them two is like oil and water.
One will get the ball.
Yes.
The other one will be unhappy.
I don't think
it's
a good idea to get AJ Brown. If I'm the Patriots, I'm looking to get somebody maybe who's a step below him that is not as explosive when it comes to being inside the locker room, because you've already got Diggs, who is Mr. Diva. How many teams has he been on? And with some damn good quarterbacks.
And he's got 2 more years left on that contract.
That's right.
The first year, $22 million a year.
He's been on some good teams with some good quarterbacks and he has always been the number one. But once he starts to lose and things don't go his way, then he shows a different side of himself.
But that relationship with Vrabel and AJ Brown could be more powerful than we think.
Yeah.
He didn't want to trade AJ Brown.
No, he didn't. But just think of those two guys. Will there be enough balls to go around?
That's his problem now. He don't get enough balls.
That's what I'm saying. And then Diggs is getting all the balls. He's getting I shouldn't say he's getting all the balls. He's getting a lot of chunk ball plays. He's getting a lot of crunch time balls. I won't say that he's getting 12, 10, 11 catching. He's getting 7. He's getting 8. But chunk yards.
The ball's getting spread around though, pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Chunk yards. And he is getting catches at big moments.
Yeah, he killed the Bills.
Oh yeah,
he killed the Bills.
Yeah. So I don't know if it would be a good match. I understand the dynamics of the relationship between Vrabel and Brown, but you have to look beyond that. You got 2 divas. It's bad enough having one, and then you go and have 2. Ooh, Lord, I don't know. So
Isn't that what Dallas has right now?
What? Yeah, but divas. But the thing with them is they've already come to agreement. As like, listen, CD already said it. He said, I'm happy for him. I want him to thrive. And he goes, the better he does it, takes more pressure off of me. Takes more pressure off of me. He says, I'll play. You know what? He says, you could take me out the X spot, put me in the Y or the Z, which is basically the 2 or the 3. I don't care. I don't care. He's like, I could play anywhere. I played anywhere. Don't play in the backfield, God damn it. Don't play in the backfield. But playing any of those letter positions, just don't put them in the number position. And I'll be good with it. But all right. So anything else before we move on from?
Nah, we got a lot of other
football
stuff to talk about. So.
All right. So we need to switch gears. We need to talk about the NBA. The NBA season starts in a week, and we need to look at it. So, all right, let's real quick. Let's look at the East. All right, let's look in the East. How we think the East is going to pan out?
Top 4 teams.
Yeah.
Cleveland number 1.
Cleveland?
But they have to stay healthy.
You think Cleveland's gonna be number 1?
Yeah, because the Pacers lost their point guard and Miles Turner. That's going to be tough to recover from. I like the Knicks at number 2. But then there's a couple of sneaky teams after that because Brian said they're not so sneaky when we were talking before you got here. I like Orlando and Detroit.
I say Detroit. I put Detroit up there.
But Atlanta also picked up Porzingis and a couple of other, they improved.
Porzingis don't stay healthy.
Well, we'll see what happens, but they didn't just add Porzingis; they added somebody else.
So
Orlando
the thing with
Detroit.
Porzingis is it's been every other year for him, the last
will be
6
the year.
years, and this is the healthy year. So you got to remember the year before the Celtics got him, he was
in Dallas, right?
Yeah. Was it from
He
Dallas?
was in Dallas. I want to say.
What?
Porzingis? No.
Before he came to the Celtics, he was in Dallas.
He's in Dallas, healthy, right? Then he goes to Celtics, he gets hurt. All right, comes back at the end, finishes the season. Comes back the next year, hurt, played, hurt. Who knows what the hell was wrong with him at the end of the season? We still don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah, that virus that nobody else knows about.
Yeah, the virus can't do anything. Virus. So yeah. So this should be his healthy year. So the Hawks got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Nefaeli Dante, Luke Kennard, and Kristaps Porzingis.
And then who they draft?
So they lost Clint Capella, Karis LeVert, Terrence Mann, Larry Nance Jr., George Niang, David Roddy, and Kobe Buffkin. They lost a lot.
Might be the significant one because you don't find quality big men, especially somebody coming off the bench.
Larry Nance will be a key loss because not only yes he did. Not only did he came off the bench. Not only was he a high energy guy, but he shot unbelievably well from 3-point in the playoffs. I watched him in the playoffs. I'm like, wait a second, this dude doesn't look like a Nance. He looks like something totally different. He brought a lot of energy. He averaged double figures in the playoffs. So that's the key. That's the key. He played himself right into a contract. Let's see. For their roster, they've got. Let me see. They drafted Nikola Durcevic.
Oh, he's gonna stash. He's gonna get stashed.
Also, a guy from Real Madrid, another foreign guy, Eli Jones.
They like foreign guys though.
They got a kid from Kentucky, Lamont Butler. So yeah, those are the guys who they drafted. Oh, excuse me. The number one pick was another guy from overseas, Zachary Rishier.
That was last year. He was their number one pick 2 years ago.
Oh, 2024. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and he came on toward the end of the year last year, and so did the number 2 pick. That was a weak draft, we thought. The number 1 and number 2, Alex R for Washington.
Yeah,
and both came on toward the end of the year and looked like top draft picks, but they struggled out the gate.
Yeah,
they came on bad teams too.
But I think they'll really fall into place this year. Like now that they know what the NBA life's about.
I tend to agree with Steve. I see Cleveland. Before you came here, we were talking about it.
They have healthy though.
Cleveland has the most talented roster.
Yeah.
If you look from top to bottom, they also have the unenviable tag of being the most expensive team in the league.
That surprised me because I knew about Donovan Mitchell making crazy money.
In the league.
Did they re-sign Garland and a couple of other people? Because I was like, who else is making big money for them?
So hold on, I could tell you.
They're big men, Jared Allen and the kid from USC. That was the defensive player of the year.
So they re-signed Sam Merrill. They added Lonzo Ball, Larry Nance Jr., who I told you played himself right into a contract.
You said they signed Lonzo Ball?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that either. He told
they
me that,
signed.
like,
They signed Lonzo Ball. He was actually one of the first.
And he's going to come off the bench.
Yeah.
He's not
No pressure.
Mitchell or Garland.
And Thomas Bryant. They got. Who left is Ty Jerome and Isaac Okoro. All right. So the guys that are getting paid. All right. The guys that are getting paid. Max Strauss.
It's free agency.
Evan Mobley.
Mobley was the guy I was talking about. So he must be off his rookie contract. So
Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter, Jared Allen.
DeAndre Hunter came over from the Hawks.
Yep.
So he replaced
and Donovan Mitchell.
So they upgraded with the guy they had in getting DeAndre Hunter at the same position, 3-and-D guy, but they had to pay Mobley. And we know Mitchell was already making big money. And I think Garland just re-signed because he was supposed to be a top free agent.
He said they signed Garland.
Yeah. I just don't remember what his numbers were, but Max Strauss's numbers were crazy compared to what I think he's worth.
Yeah, he's not worth what they signed him for.
No. He's one of those guys that they're probably more comfortable with him than they are with probably trying to Go find somebody else.
Yeah, or develop a young guy.
Yeah, I think he's more like a guy that's in their warehouse. They're comfortable with him. But I mean, everyone means a little something different to every team, and he's one of those guys that I think they think.
So me and Brian are in agreement. Are you picking Cleveland to come out of the East?
I don't know. I like Detroit.
I like him, just not enough to.
I still think that
get to the top.
I don't get me wrong. So I have them either 4th or 5th. You can flip.
Them and Orlando's tough to pick.
That's better. That's better than 10. That's cut in half. So they made leaps and bounds from no, they were 9 last year. Excuse me, they were 9 last year. So if you put them at 4 and 5, they've jumped 4 or 5 spots either way. I just
got a healthy Ivy this year.
Yeah,
that's the backcourt of the future for them.
He's out.
He's out.
He's out for the first 4 weeks. He just got a surgery on his knee.
Jesus, he just came back from that.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the injury that he had before. It was something they went to clean up something. So he's out for the first 4 weeks.
Well, he'll be there for the majority of the year.
Yeah, that's the good part.
So with them, it was clear that they needed shooting, right? We had talked about that. They were they ranked in the I think they were the 2nd or 3rd worst.
This is Detroit?
Yes.
Oh, because I know Orlando had the same problem.
Yeah, they were the same way.
Yeah. So I was like, I didn't know which
they were the same way.
Detroit went and picked up Duncan Robinson.
Yes, they got Duncan Robinson.
He's a specialist.
Javonte Green and Karis LeVert.
Karis LeVert can sneakily help him. He's a veteran. He knows how to score.
They signed him to
that second team.
So Javonte Green is obviously going to be a defensive signing. All right. Karis LeVert is a guy that can
gun.
Yes. And Duncan Robinson is supposed to be a shooter. We'll see what he does. He remember we talked about him last year, right? Remember he opted out of his final year at Miami, and we were like, wait a second, he's gonna opt out, and it was like $24 million. He ended up getting like $26 million. And I'm saying to myself, I don't think he's worth that.
Hey, there's people making comments.
I know it's not showing. It's not showing today for some reason. I don't know why. I put it on there, but it's not showing. See how it's spinning? We're having issues with the chat today, so we're not ignoring anyone. It's just not showing. So don't think we're ignoring you. We're not. We're having technical difficulties with our chat side of things. if you want to, someone that is asking a question, feel free to say it if you're following on your, if any of you guys
So are
on.
you picking Detroit?
Yeah,
as number one.
Yeah,
that's tough.
I can't see them.
I don't see them. I don't see them being better than
3 or 4.
New York or Cleveland.
New York's the other team. I think they're depth.
I think New York fell off.
No.
I don't.
The coaching change might be something to adjust to, but they're going to play more people, and they acquired 1 or 2 more people.
Yeah, I listen. I still think that
talent's there if they're healthy.
They've got the talent.
Mitchell Robinson has to stay healthy.
Yes, they've got the talent. I think what's going to come into play for them is the coaching.
Yep.
I think that they need to listen. You can't play your guys 36, 38 minutes a game all year. It
won't be
just,
fresh at the end.
No, it just doesn't do it. So it's funny. They added Malcolm Brogdon, but he retired.
Yeah.
Hey, I signed. Oh, I'm retired.
I heard that on the radio yesterday.
They added Jordan Clarkson to a 1-year deal. They've also got Yabusele, the flying Frenchman. And they got Tosan Abuwan. He came from Hoops Hype.
Jordan Clarkson. I was getting him confused with the other guy, Hot, because I was like, didn't they already have him? But no, he came over from Utah. That's going to help him.
He's a shooter. He gets
off the bench.
Yes, he can get hot quick.
Now, who's their backup point guard?
So they lost Precious Achua.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Yes,
they didn't value him in playing.
He went to Miami. All right,
and he'll probably play a lot more.
So you're looking at Jordan Clarkson possibly being your backup point guard.
And I don't look at him as a true point guard. He's a combo guy, but I think he's better at the 2.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And he plays a little defense, which will fit right in New York.
Let's see.
I thought they added somebody else, but Jordan Clarkson.
No, they added.
They didn't have any draft picks, I don't think.
Brogdon. No, they don't have. They don't have
them,
any.
right?
They don't have any. Brogdon was supposed to be there.
Backup point.
Yes, and he retired. He was like, I'm all set. I think I'm gonna be done. So yeah, it remains. But I still think that they have enough talent.
Yes.
With the guys that they had last year, I think in beating Boston, I think they gained a lot of confidence. I just think they ran into a buzzsaw of a team, which was the Indiana Pacers, who matched their toughness and then upped them one with their style of play, which was very intense, which wasn't.
And they used their bench.
Mm-hmm. They got outbenched. And by the time Tibbs tried to do it, too late. You're already down two games to none.
Yeah.
It was just too late. So this is where I think coaching is going to come into play. I think you can play those guys, but you can't play them till the wheels fall off. And that's a Tibbs thing. And I think the coaching needs to take place there to find out when to give these guys a rest, especially. So one thing that I noticed was them guys didn't take no days off. They didn't take no days off. There was no load management for them. I think you need that
about them.
Well, this is the thing, right? So if they knew for a while in which position that they were going to be locked in. They didn't load management no one. I thought they should have. But that's once again, Tibbs never trusted anyone on the bench. So
that was the time to develop him.
Yes.
If you had it locked in.
Yes, they were locked. They were locked into that. I believe it was the 3rd seed, and they for some reason they didn't want to load management.
So once again, me and Brian agree with 1 and 2, but you had Detroit at 1. So who's your 2, 3? Do you have New York or Cleveland and New York?
New York, Cleveland.
Wow, you got Cleveland at the 3.
Yep.
See, this is my thing with Cleveland. I think Cleveland has a good roster. They're a great regular season team. But for some reason, when the playoffs come, they just
didn't they just change coaches last year too? Like mid-season, they got rid of somebody and hired somebody who like Bernie Bickerstaff Jr. or I don't know, somebody who's a relatively newer coach. But they did have a coaching change
For Cleveland?
I think so. I think somebody got hired mid-year or at the end of the year. I know their coach has not been there that long. So I think they were unhappy with their playoff.
Yeah, because they got bounced in the
first
and
round. They were supposed to do. I think they got rid of whoever was there.
Kenny Atkinson.
Oh, he's good.
Kenny
Atkinson. I like him because he's played with underachieving teams and made them overachieve.
What was the coach that you guys had that you got rid of?
Bulldozer?
Budenholzer?
No. His replacement, and you got
the
young guy, the black guy.
The black guy,
Not
Ham.
Davin Ham.
No,
Davin Ham.
Davin Ham.
Those are the last two.
No,
coaches.
the guy that played for the Celtics.
Yeah, I want to say he was a lefty.
Yeah, he played for the Celtics. Off guard, he's a tough defender.
The hell is?
And
I can see his face. I just can't picture his name.
He had them playing well, and they fired him. He had the most wins because 49 wins and got fired.
He didn't agree with
Giannis. He didn't want his brother there.
And now they got all three of them. No, now they got all three of them.
Yeah, no. And there's a fourth one that's coming up.
Before you know it'll be the Milwaukee Gianna Catapulpos team.
The Milwaukee Greeks.
All right. So listen. So Cleveland, New York, Orlando, Derek threw Detroit in the mix. We got Atlanta. So on the outside looking in, for me would be Milwaukee, Philly.
You don't put Indiana in there?
I was going to say that's my sneak.
Indiana.
Pick. Them in Boston should be, but I think Indiana will play better than Boston.
They don't.
I have Boston just barely making it into the 10th spot.
My thing with Boston is without no big man.
Yeah, they're going to struggle.
Fournette, they're going to miss him.
Of course.
And San Antonio's like, thank you.
Of course, they're going to miss him. They've got no big man. Their biggest big man is Keita.
Right?
Their biggest big is Keita. At 6'10",
and he don't even really. He's not going to start.
We'll see.
They're going to start a small lineup.
Well, they're going to be forced to. They got to already juggle their lineup because Brown got hurt.
Brown got hurt.
Yes, he got hurt. He took himself out the game and
damn, they already don't got Tatum.
Hamstring. So you're probably looking at probably 7 to 10 days without him. So now what's going to happen is you're going to force they're going to have to play small. You're looking at maybe Sam Hauser coming in to replace him.
He might not be bad, but he's
not a starter.
But he might hold. I don't know how long Brown's going to be out.
Do you think
he's only out a week or two?
Week and a half.
Hauser's a defensive guy, though.
No, he's not a
guy. I think on offense he can replace him. He's not going to give.
No. But you know what? I thought I've watched their last 3 games, and my thing was, okay, you don't have the 3-point shooters that you had last year. They shot the ball in the last 3 games 50, 46, and 44 times. You're going to see them continue to jack up threes. That's just Missoula's. That's his blood,
and that's why they'll be outside of the top 10.
Well, I think they'll be in. I think they're going to be not the 9 or 10 teams. They're going to be 500, which will get them into the play-in. But I mean, what good is it when you're facing the 1 or 2?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? For me, I'd rather miss it and go into the lottery. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is a, and especially if Jaylen Brown. They haven't really released it. Well, I didn't watch any news today, but it didn't seem like, something where he fell down to the ground and whatever. He got a rebound, came down, passed it off, and immediately went to the corner and kind of you could see him grab it, then ran up and down again. And then they called a timeout and took him out, went right to the locker room. We don't know. We just talked about Lamar, right?
Yeah.
We didn't see any sign, and he's been out for 3 weeks.
To judge because we never know when a soft tissue injury.
It's
going to be 2 weeks.
So I look at it this way: if he's out for 2 to 3 weeks, that's the number 1 scorer. They're going to struggle mightily. It's up to the front office to say, okay, Tatum, we know that you have.
It was just tightness.
It was just tightness?
Yeah, it's not serious.
Is he going to play?
By next week, maybe.
Injury is not serious. Head coach Mr. Brown told him he would be fine, and that's expected. The start to be okay. However, the team will monitor his status closely with regular season.
Probably reduce his workload.
Well, I look at it this way: if he goes out at any point of the year, they're less than they're an average team right now. They would be less.
That's with him
on this team.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yes, he's going to start. And Simons is going to come off. Simons is going to come off the bench.
But Simon, that dude's
He's
good.
a better player.
He doesn't play no defense. He doesn't play no defense. They had an article on him that I read. They said Boston fans are slowly finding out what Portland knew for many a year, and the reason why they had no problem with letting him go because he plays no defense.
But he can put the ball in the
But
no, yeah, he's
a winning organization.
You look at him, but so I read the article 2 days ago, and then I watched him yesterday. He struggles on defense. He just doesn't move his feet. He can move his feet when he plays offense, but when it comes to playing defense, it's very half-heartedly.
Coach, you paid me to score.
So yeah, but I mean, I see them on the outside. I got them literally at the 10 spot. I got them with Miami. I think
still a play-in game though, right?
Yes, yeah.
10 is.
Yeah. The final 4 spots are. I got them. I think they'll be 500. I think they will be a 500 team. I don't see them with a losing record, but I was slightly above 500.
When you mentioned all the big men they lost,
yeah,
and we don't know how healthy they'll stay. But a lot of guys got to prove it this year. Pritchard's got to say I'm a starter.
So
Hauser's going to be the sixth man off the bench.
So White is going.
Would be the sixth man.
White is going to be an all-star this year.
Yeah, we know that, but he's good enough to do.
He scored 34 points yesterday.
Yeah, but there's a few games where he scored in the 30s last year too.
He can score like that all the time. He just never doesn't choose to.
Who's replaced? So Pritchard is taking over Drew Holiday's role? Because I know White and Holiday switched off at the point and were interchangeable.
Yes.
So that weakens their bench.
Of course it does.
And I don't know how Pritchard will do against starters because he was playing on the bench probably against other people.
Well, he played in a lot of crunch moments, but his size ultimately is what's going to kill him. They'll seek him out.
He can't play nobody on defense.
Well, this is the thing.
Simons can't play nobody.
Well, this is the thing. They'll seek him out, and when you seek someone out, now you have no weak side help with a big man. Just think about it, right? All you got to do is put him in rotation, get him next to the basket. You don't really have to worry about a big man coming over and blocking your shot. And even if he does, throw the ball up to the front of the rim. I mean, it's that simple.
Speaking of big men, you mentioned the one guy, but who else is their big man this year?
They got Keita. They got the other kid there that they drafted. Hold on, what's his name?
They drafted
the kid, the Spanish kid, Hugo.
Yeah,
but Hugo's not a big guy.
He's not big.
He's a small forward, like 6'7", 6'8".
If that.
Hold on.
But I'm thinking, who's 6'9" or bigger on that team?
They got another. They got
the kid from Toronto, but he's a skinny kid.
Yeah, no, he's
from Toronto.
Yeah. I forget his name too. Hold on, I'm trying.
An African. He's dark.
What is his name? Hold on, I get it. Oh, so Chris Boucher.
Oh.
I want to say Bobby Boucher.
Yo, he can score sometimes, though.
Yeah,
a couple of years ago when they had injuries, he was like the leading scorer in Toronto.
He's 6'8" and he's about 170 pounds.
Yeah, he's skinny.
No, they got him listed at 200 pounds. That's being generous.
Yeah, he's like 180.
6'8", that's thin.
No, he's
thin. He's probably thinner than that. So I'm looking at their roster. Chris Boucher, Xavier Tillman.
He's 6'8".
He was on the team last year.
Yeah, he's a big boy. But
Luka Gaza, that's his name.
Former player of the year in college.
Luka Gaza.
That's to the pro game.
That's who their backup center is going to be. Good luck. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. You got Keita, he's 7 feet, but
he's always in foul trouble because he wants to block everything.
Yeah. He's still learning.
Yeah.
This is a gap year for the Celtics. I mean, it's the easiest way to explain it. It's like
that's why I was like, I don't
they're in no.
They'll make that 10 spot.
Yes.
No,
I see them being like 8 to 10 games under 500.
I see them being 500. I still think that they'll win some games only because of the mere fact that they're going to shoot. Some nights they're going to shoot the shit out the ball. Other nights, I think for them it's going to be a feast of famine.
And you know why? Their roster's limited right now, and I wouldn't bet a dime, maybe not even a nickel, on Missoula out coaching people. So when the games are close and they have a chance to win,
he's not going to out coach.
That's what I mean. So coaching is really going to come into a play because I don't think he has the ability to coach that talent up a level.
No,
he was good with the hand-picked team for him,
of course,
and he almost screwed that up. But now there's going to be glaring weaknesses in his coaching style.
All right, the West, really quick.
I think number one's a
foregone. Yeah, I mean OKC. Yeah,
they just keep getting richer with their draft picks.
Yeah, they're going to be a team to contend with for at least the next 3 years. Denver. I think Denver
got deeper.
They got deeper.
They did.
They definitely got deeper.
Right,
and then that would be Houston a close third.
I flip flop them too.
I think
that lineup, that starting lineup alone is crazy.
And
6'8", 6'11", 6'11", 6'11", 6'11".
All right, which one of those 6'11" is going to be able to guard the 6'10" guy for Denver?
Joker. That's one guy.
That's one guy that ruins. He kills every team, and he kills every defensive scheme.
So then why aren't they number one?
Only because of the fact. Yes, they are deeper. You got to remember.
They
7 games
with the Nuggets in the
7 games. Took them to 7 games.
I know. With a shorter roster. Like, do you have on hand who Denver added?
Yes.
Because they were playing like the Knicks were playing, 7 guys deep, period. And now I think they go 8 with a possible 9.
So they added old Bruce Brown.
That'll help them.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
They lost Westbrook.
Cam Johnson and Jonas Valanciunas.
But Cam Johnson's the one that came over from the Nets, right?
Yep.
And he was instant offense for them.
They lost Porter Jr. and Dario Saric.
That's the big man?
No, he's a shooting guard, small forward, Cam Johnson.
Yes.
6'6", 6'7". Yes. But he played at LSU. He averaged like 20 a game. Over.
They got Bruce Brown back. They got Bruce Brown.
He's a little older, but the energy.
But he's a defensive stopper.
But that's what you need.
He'll get out and run on the fast break too. He'll create offense with his defense.
He knows
from Boston.
He's from Boston.
He knows their system.
If he's like over 30 or
1 year deal with him. But they also got Valanciunas, who is a more than capable backup.
Yep.
All right. They didn't have that last year.
Now. He never came out.
They didn't have that last year. They did not have that. Tim Hardaway Jr. I mean,
he's hot and cold.
He's hot and cold. Cam Johnson.
I like.
He can fill it up.
Johnson averaged like 22 a game last year.
He could fill it up when need be. He doesn't need to, but he's going to come off the bench.
Is their point guard going to be healthy this year?
That
makes a big difference.
And who's his backup? Exactly, because I don't know who's on their bench to back up. Because
hold on, I'll get it right now. Hold on.
Bruce Brown's not a point guard.
No,
but their roster right now that we're looking at is already better than last year's roster.
Yeah, but like Derek said, if something happens to the point guard, who runs the show? Who gets the ball to everybody?
Yeah, the center.
He led them in assists, but he doesn't do that. The offense runs through him.
Yeah,
right?
But you say he led the centers and assists, but it's because he's getting the ball at an established position, and then he's handing it off from there.
But they run the offense through him. They keep him at the top of the key. And then when the clock goes down, everybody cuts off of him, back cuts. When the clock goes down, he does it so reliable. I'm going to 1-2 step you and go up and under, and you can't stop me.
Team stop pressuring him 3/4 court, something or full court press.
Yeah, you don't see that. You don't see that.
Well, just
not in the NBA. Not in the NBA.
Applying pressure to the point guy because you don't have a legit point guard, and he doesn't want to be that guy.
But how many centers are going to pick him up?
No, I'm saying he's not going to be the guy to bring the ball up court.
No.
Once you get over half court, that's where he becomes dominant. But somebody's got to bring the ball up against pressure or set the offense up. You can get it to him at the top of the key, and then you can run your offense from there. But if people are turning the ball over before it gets to the top of the key.
Their guards.
The West is going to be interesting.
Their guards are Peyton Watson, Julian Strother.
Nobody else played last year.
He played last year. Christian Braun.
Yeah, but he's a forward.
They got him as guard.
That's the
He's
kid
a shooting
from
guard.
Kansas, Christian.
Yeah, he's a shooter. He's number 2. He's not a forward. He's a shooter.
I thought.
Oh, I'm sorry.
7.
No, he's 6'6". And they got Curtis Jones. He was there. He's a rookie. And Tamar Bates. He's also a rookie. So they got 2 guards that are rookies. But you know something? It doesn't make it. I'm telling you, that for them, it doesn't make a difference because the offense goes through him. He facilitates it from the top of the key all the time. You watch them and how they play. Everybody cuts and runs off of him, and then as soon as that clock hits 10, guess where he goes? Inside. And he does the same move over and over, and nobody's been able to stop him for damn near 9 years. So yeah,
So I think we know the top 3 teams are going to be some order of
OKC, Denver, and Houston.
It gets tricky at 4.
Minnesota,
the Clippers,
Dallas.
Minnesota.
I was going to say I'm moving Dallas up.
I got to move Dallas.
I'm
Minnesota.
not a Laker fan to think that they're going to do that well.
I'm not completely sold on Dallas right now. First of all, Kyrie, is he starting the season off? No,
I'm not sure.
No, because they're talking about having what's his name play point guard.
Yeah, Cooper Flag.
All right, so
and
that
got those big guys that Doncic used to lob the ball up when he penetrated.
So
I think he fills that role that Doncic.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to fill it that
well.
I don't know. I don't even know if he's going to be able to facilitate that well either. Because
he looked pretty good in the preseason.
Yeah, no, summer league and preseason 2 totally different.
Yeah, preseason he was playing against legit pros.
I look at it this way, but even when you play in the preseason, everybody's limited. When you see him play his first 10 games, then you can evaluate him, especially watching him play at point guard.
I know he'll contribute on defense right away with the blocks, and I know he'll be a facilitator. What Luka did so good when he was in Dallas, whether Kyrie was there or not, was the alley-oops to the big man. They don't have nobody breaking down and then throwing the alley-oops up. High percentage for Derek Lively, and who's their other big man?
Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
but
Davis.
They had another guy that split time with Lively. Anthony Davis is to me, he's the power forward. But there's 2 centers. The
kid with the light here. Hold on.
But they were both way better when they were catching the alley-oop passes because Luka would penetrate and just throw it up, and they were good enough athletes. Derek Lively and
Gafford, yeah,
Daniel Gafford. And I think one of them was a little banged up last year toward the end of the year, so they didn't have Kyrie. And
Gafford was banged up last year.
Yeah.
Lively played.
But if they can both be in the mix, and then you got
Anthony Davis, if he stays healthy.
And that's the only reason I'm not jumping to moving them up crazy, but I put them in the middle of the pack, like 5.
Don't sleep on San Antonio either. If they can,
they're just young, and I feel too many young guys. But
yeah, they're pretty.
They pick up what's his face?
They're pretty predictable.
Yeah, the point guard. Yeah, they traded for him before the season ended.
Yeah, and
he got hurt.
Who's that?
The point guard that came over from Sacramento, the kid that played at Kentucky. He's now playing in San Antonio. He was going to get a big contract, so Sacramento traded him.
So they added.
They got 2 good rookies of the year candidates 2 years in a row.
Dylan Hopper,
De'Aaron Fox, yeah.
But they got Dylan Hopper over there.
Yeah, one of them's coming off the bench, and
they added Luke Cornett, obviously, Kelly Olynyk, and Lindy Waters III. They lost Malachi Bryan, Sandro. I can't even say his last name. Chris Paul and Blake Wesley.
Luke Cornett's going to be big off.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a huge
pickup. Oh, yeah. I already seen in the preseason they're running pick and rolls with each other. Yep. You got a 7-footer with a 7'6" guy.
Yep. And last year when Wemby went down, there was concern over that being a blood clot. Would it be because somebody else had was it the kid up in Toronto that went Bosch that had that same?
Yeah,
and they really messed with it. So we didn't know how, but all indications.
Somebody else had a blood clot last year too, besides Wemby.
Yeah, but the career
blood clot
because it was in the same location, the shoulder. That's where Chris Bosh had it, and now you can't raise your arms over your head. You got no, but
so for me, I keep them around the 7, 6, 7 spot.
So where do you go from 4, 5, and 6? So we already know the top 3.
So now you throw Minnesota, the Clippers, Golden State.
Golden State.
Yeah,
Because of Al
Lakers. They got. Well, yeah. I
don't understand. They re-signed the Kuminga, who they refused to use the right way. They gave him good money. If he sits on the bench, I'm going to be like, "What the hell's going on?"
So I look at it this way: who did the Lakers have for bigs last year?
The Lakers.
Yeah.
After the trade,
Nobody. Al Horford is immediately better than all those guys.
But Al Horford is not on the Lakers. He went to Golden State, right?
No. So who are we talking about? Are we talking about? Are we talking Golden State? Or
I thought you mentioned Golden State.
I thought we were talking Golden State.
Yeah, I thought we were talking.
Then you said who do the Lakers have for?
Yeah, you said who the Lakers.
I'm sorry,
have for
I meant to say
I
meant to say who did Golden State have for a big man?
Yeah, because we were talking about Kuminga getting re-signed.
Yeah.
He's not a big man,
They didn't have
and they
nobody.
lost the one big man that they had. But Al Horford's coming in,
And he's immediately better. He shoots better. He rebounds. He's definitely a better defensive player.
he's definitely older.
Yeah. Old. Hey, you say he's older, right? But he's still better than any of those guys they have.
He could be a good 3 option. Because we already know Steph and
He's going
Jimmy
to
are
do.
gonna
He's
carry
going
the
to
score.
do the exact same thing that he did in Boston. Listen, you don't have to be number one. You don't have to be number 2. All right, you can sit in the corner because that's what Golden State does. A lot of, you're gonna watch Curry. You're gonna get a lot of opens, and he's very good shooting threes. He's more than acceptable.
Actually, Golden State was playing very well toward the end of the year into the playoffs until Curry got hurt. Because him and Butler got along.
They were up
surprisingly
one.
well.
They were up 1-0 when he got hurt, and then they end up.
But they meshed pretty well together. I think they got to use Kuminga more, and we'll see what Horford brings to the table. That Podemski guy or whatever his name is, the Polish name, he was like doing all right, but then he kind of fizzled during playoff time.
So they also got Steph's brother, Seth Curry. They also signed him. And more shooting.
More shooting.
More shooting. So that's who they had, Kevon Looney.
Yeah, he left, right?
Yeah. He went to
But he
the
was
Pelicans.
the only big man that was playing. He
Yeah,
was
and to Pelicans, and you forget about him, and it's like a lot of times he was quiet. I mean, all he did was it seemed like pick. I'm going to hand the ball off, and all right, a put back here and there. But Al Horford's way better than him, even at age 40.
No, he is. That's true.
Number one, he's going to stretch the defense. Number 2, even at this age, he's a way better defensive player.
Then his knowledge of the game, his veteran presence is going to be more than what Looney could bring to the table.
The thing is, him and Draymond get along?
Who? Horford?
Yeah.
Horford's not that way.
I'm not saying
they said that with Jimmy Butler and Draymond.
I'm not saying he is, but Draymond can be that way towards.
I think being a veteran presence, he'll be able to check Draymond.
Yeah.
He'll be like, hey, look, let me tell you something.
But will Draymond take it is the question.
If Steph Curry can keep control of him because that's his guy, and they allow Horford as another veteran presence, now you got 2 guys just saying, we're the veteran presence, them 3, we got to keep our cool.
I hope it works, but I'm saying, can it?
Just the fact that, we know he's difficult, but you're adding another respected veteran presence that
I think
he won't question.
And he's won.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he hasn't won.
Steph's won, he's won. Jimmy Butler,
Draymond's
won a lot. Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying he won rings.
But Brian just mentioned Golden State a little higher than I thought, but then I forgot how well Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry played until Steph got hurt.
Yeah,
and I still think they're going to play Kuminga more.
You just saw a small snapshot of them because you got to remember he got traded
late
in the season.
Yep.
At the
Now they
draft.
had a lot more. They did good last year, but with this whole preseason, I know the Clippers played well last year.
You got one guy. So when you look at Golden State, you got one guy that's lethal from the outside, and you got one guy that could take it inside or outside. He's mid-range or inside. And then you just surround them with shooters. That's how they won before. Surround them with shooters. Like I said, Horford is going to bring a lot more defensively than Moses Moody or whatever his name is. Moody.
I don't even think he's there no more.
No, he left.
Yep.
He left.
But him and Kevon Looney.
But yeah, so I mean, it's a.
I just don't know if I put them ahead of Minnesota.
No,
I
wouldn't put them ahead of them.
No, Minnesota is probably a solid 1 before them, but not I don't think they're miles above them.
No, I think we knew the first three, but when it comes to picking that fourth team, I go Minnesota before Golden State.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I would say Minnesota and then Golden State.
Then we got the two teams we talked about.
Then you got the
upcoming
Clippers.
times. The Clippers are going to be there, but I like Dallas and San Antonio's chances to maybe creep into that
now
6th spot.
Yeah.
Here's the $1 million question.
Will we do it, Memphis?
No. The $1 million question is: will Anthony Davis remain healthy?
You got a crystal ball because that changes Dallas's prospects.
Yeah.
And then the possibility: how long will Kyrie be out? I think Kyrie's supposed to be out till Christmas.
He's got to be
Which will
because
be the first 2
he
months
got
of the
hurt
season.
just before the playoffs.
But he's going to add so much to him. But
It was
I
an
think
ACL, right?
I think he comes back for Christmas.
It was an ACL. He got hurt just before the playoffs.
Was it that late?
Yes, just before the playoffs.
So the playoffs started in April.
He
That's
got
usually
hurt.
9 months.
He didn't make the playoffs. He got hurt just before the playoffs. So
March.
yeah, so you're looking
Christmas
at him
is reasonable. That's 10 months.
even if you say All-Star break, you're gonna miss half the season.
Didn't Dallas acquire a veteran point guard as insurance? Somebody that was going to be his backup that can now start. And I thought Chris Paul was trying to work on that.
They got Dante Exum.
He had his flashes, but he wasn't.
D'Angelo Russell.
Yes. They got D'Angelo Russell who can hold it down.
He's been a
He's not
starter.
Kyrie, but he can offer something.
He's been a starter in this league for many years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and they they Dennis Smith Jr.
And the athletic dude from North Carolina
Yes.
State, so he can't stay healthy either.
No. They lost Spencer Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie?
He went to the Hornets. So yeah, I mean,
I like Dallas' chances.
this is from. There's a lot of unknowns. We
Yeah,
don't know.
injuries.
We don't know about Kyrie.
We don't know about AD.
We don't know about AD being healthy, and we don't know about the rookie, how he's going. They're asking him to go and play a position that he's never played in the NBA.
Yeah, but not full time. I think they'll experiment with him.
I
think Russell plays a quick
so the article that I read, it said that they were going to lean on him to play around 40% while he's in point guard.
No, because they want the ball in his hands.
I think he's a creator.
But so from looking at it from the point guard point of view, do you want it to have the ball in his hands to score, or do you want to have the ball in his hands to distribute?
Let him make that decision.
This is my thing. They're not going to have him play point. They're going to have him at his position, but he's going to be
point forward. Yes, that's what I think. He'll facilitate
bringing the
from
ball
wherever
up, so,
position
yeah.
he plays, but he's not.
He's not going to.
No,
match up
I
with
know.
point guard.
I get that. Yeah, you're not going
But I
to take
think
him and put him in. He's
He'll
going to
stronger
be.
as a facilitator. He'll learn to score.
He's going to start their offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to
I
be
think-
the scorer as long as AD's there and as long as who else did we say was there? And then I think D'Angelo Russell can be a number 3 scorer.
My thing with him is he needs to have the ball in his hands. He's not going to. I don't think he's going to come off a pick and score that way. He's going to need the ball in his hands to make a move, get to the rack or pull up.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. I don't think he's going to be a constant 3-point threat. Could he do it? Probably, but I doubt it.
I think it gets murky once you go past that 3 spot. There's a lot of teams I think that are probably in or around the same.
Yeah. Can't
And,
choose between Golden State and Minnesota.
So
Can't choose
if you
between-
recall last year, right? I think only the one, and then the 2 spot were secure, and then from 3 all the way to 7 was decided on the last week. So here we are again. It's no different. It's no different. We've got 3 that we said probably. Then now you're talking about Golden State, the Clippers, the Lakers, Dallas, San Antonio, Minnesota. You're talking all those teams separated probably by a few games.
And then you get the upstarts like Dallas and San Antonio who will make a dent in that 7-8 area.
So
the 6 will be really good teams.
So who do we think in both divisions is going to be the surprise teams?
In both conferences?
Yep.
In both conferences.
Well, Brian said Orlando won't be considered a surprise.
I don't think so.
I don't think they're going to sneak up on anybody this year. I think that they address the position. I don't think either Orlando or Detroit are sneaking up on anybody.
No.
We saw glimpses of them last year, and when given some pieces, now let's talk about it. Right?
Should have beat New York in the playoffs.
Yes, they had the lead all the time and squandered it in the last few minutes. Actually, last 60 seconds.
Yeah.
But add in positions via the draft or free agency, and then also you have the trade deadline. You can utilize that to have your team get better. And this is what you're looking at. With the decline of Boston, with the decline of Indiana, I think if Philly can stay healthy, I think they might be.
McLean's already hurt. He had a good year for Detroit. I mean, for his rookie year, the kid from Duke. But I like their rookie as being the rookie of the year candidate, VJ Edgecombe.
I think Philly.
Real good.
I think it's all dependent on the glass guy. If he can,
Lamine or whatever.
If he can stay healthy, I think Philly will probably be my surprise team, because of the fact that
you still have that guard, right?
Yes, Maxey. You got Maxey. You got
and Edgecombe's going to start.
Yes. Yes.
I think he's going to contribute.
They've got the makings of a good team, but is their leader going to be there with them? For me, that would be my surprise.
I think Maxey would be all right.
No, Maxey's fine.
I'll say it as their leader.
Well, yeah. Well, he was last year. But if you can get Embiid in there, because you're throwing an additional 26 points in there, I mean,
and a big body,
that's hard to overcome. I mean, so I think they would be my surprise team. They would be fun to watch if all hands are on deck in the East for me.
What do we think about Memphis for the West?
You brought him up, and I didn't know if you were serious.
I kind of was, but
who did they get in exchange for Bane? Because Morant stays healthy, and they got Jaren Jackson, but Jaren Jackson gets hurt a lot. They're key guys. They got to keep them two healthy, and they haven't shown that they can always stay healthy. When they have,
all right. So they added Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
That's what they got in the trade.
With the trade, yes, with the Magic.
More defense than the 3-and-D guy. Like
Ty Jerome.
Oh, he came over from Cleveland. Backup.
Zach Edey, the big man.
And
he had a great rookie year last year.
Yeah.
And Jack Landale.
But I think Edey got hurt toward the end. So they had Edey was either Edey or Jaren Jackson was hurt, because I don't think they made the playoffs. But if they can keep Jaren Jackson and Edey can stay healthy, they're big men. But they need that 3-and-D shooter. Caldwell-Pope won't be as good as Bane, but
they lost Cole Anthony. He went to the Magic.
Scottie Pippen Jr.
Oh, that's who it is. Yeah, I like
Scottie Pippen Jr. is with the Celtics.
No,
he's not.
I mean, that's Scottie. No. Who's the other kid?
But
I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the guy. Smart. I'm thinking of your guy from.
He went to
Smart went to the Lakers.
I thought he went to the Wizards.
No, he's with the Lakers.
He went to the Wizards in a trade.
They got traded to the Wizards.
He got traded to the Wizards.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought for some reason he was with the Lakers.
Unless
they traded him. But I know he went from Memphis to the Wizards first.
Yeah, that was the trade.
I don't know if he got traded after that.
Let's see. Look at the roster.
Yes. Additions. Marcus Smart, 2-year deal. Free agent. Yes, he was a free agent. I was gonna say I know he went to the Lakers.
Yeah, that was free agent deal, but he got traded during.
Yeah. During season, in season.
To the Wizards.
To the Wizards.
From the Wizards, he didn't sign.
He didn't sign. Yeah, he's a free agent. He signed he agreed to a 2-year deal. I was thinking of Hopper, Ron Hopper Jr. Ron Hopper.
Yeah.
As soon as you said Junior, I'm like, wait a second.
Nah, but
they signed him. Yeah, no. He had by via injury, he slid right in there, right? And
thrown into the fire.
He slid right in there, and he played well, played really well. He probably wishes that his mom would stay away from NBA players, but
back in the news again.
She's always back.
Ronnie.
Yeah, she's always no, she's not with Ronnie.
No, she made a comment. I guess she got in. Somebody posted a picture of his inbox that she did.
So, what do we think about the Lakers?
The Lakers.
The
Lakers will be the
right.
Lakers.
I think 7. Yeah, because I was like, I don't think they're top 6. But then again, if they allow Luka to be the main guy and LeBron can stay healthy, they picked up Marcus Smart.
It's all about Ayton, though.
But
if he can stay healthy.
But listen, LeBron's already out 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. He's already out 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah. This is not good for the certain reason that he's in all his years, he's never missed an opener. So if he's already starting off injured
and he had to host
with a back, that's not good. That's not good. That's Father Time creeping up on you and saying, "Hey,
get out!" Or they're saying, "Hey,
we're
gonna start you a little bit later than everybody else."
That conference is so competitive. 7 would be fortunate for the Lakers. They could go to 8, but I'll put them at 7 for now. That's assuming I forgot about Smart's over there, and I forgot Ayton was over there.
They got Gabe Vincent too for a backup. It's not a bad backup. Well, either that or Smart, whichever one.
Billy Ash said Kyrie's already running around working out, so they're saying end of January.
Oh, it's a month later, but
hey, be safe.
That's more like 10, 11 months than the 9, 10 months.
I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah,
but if they can just be 500 when he comes back, and Anthony Davis is not hurt,
that's a big key.
Because he played well with Anthony Davis, then he got hurt.
That's what I said. I mean, there's a lot of ifs when you're talking about guys that are constantly injured.
Cooper Flag has time to develop, and D'Angelo Russell, we can't sleep on that acquisition. If he can hold him down until Kyrie comes back, now D'Angelo Russell goes to the bench. Now your bench becomes decent. Kyrie moves into the point guard spot. Cooper Flag goes to a natural 3, but he'll still be in a playmaker spot. And then you got your bigs. You got the two-headed monster at center. You got Anthony Street Clothes at power forward.
All right, listen.
That's
so
we'll
finish up with college football because it's already 8:10.
All
right. We can talk college football. Steve, what do you got?
Last week was a good competitive week with a bunch of teams. I think in the top 10, we had several games where teams played each other. I was surprised with how well Indiana played.
Indiana
on the road.
Indiana just said, "Yo, this is my house."
Yeah, and they went on the road and did it. And then we talked about what happened with Penn State losing and their coach getting fired. Right? He was the top candidate they wanted to talk to. You know what happened today? Indiana extended him 8 years, $11.5 million.
At the very threat of him being plucked,
yep,
they said no, thank you.
Didn't even give him a chance to negotiate. Stay right now, $11.5 million. I don't know what his salary was before today.
Not even close to that.
Yeah, but that's a team that never competed in the Big Ten. He built that program up to respectability, and they want him to continue doing that because that's going to bring in more revenue. So they said, we'll give you $3 or $4 million a year more.
And why did they give him so much money so quickly?
So that he wouldn't so he wouldn't go to Penn State
from being plucked.
Yeah,
from Penn State.
And I said they made that decision. They knew that Penn State. We were talking about the boosters and the alumni. They're going to come hard because they want the right guy. Right now, he's the hot coach. Now the other guy I heard them mention was Vern Rue, which I didn't think he'd be a hot commodity right now. He's not lighting the world on fire. Who's he at? Wait a minute, no, he's not the coach of Texas A&M now, is he? But Vern Rue's name was brought up as one of the candidates too. But just getting back to the games, that team was prepared and looked well last week. They looked really, really tough. They're ranked number 3 this year, and rightfully so. I mean, this week.
3. I think they should have jumped up to number 2.
Well, that's the highest ranking in their history.
Yeah.
So they're major players right now. Oregon fell out of the top three, and Indiana moved in. But then you got the Texas A&Ms and there's a couple of other surprise teams. What were some of the other games last
Ole Miss at 4.
Ole Miss has a tough game this week. They play Georgia. That's going to be tough. Alabama's had the hottest schedule, but after that shaky start, Alabama had a good game last
Tennessee.
week. They played Tennessee.
Last week they played Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri was undefeated. They went in Missouri and beat them.
27-24.
And it was close, but Missouri wasn't easy. The announcers today, the commentators said Alabama's had the toughest schedule to date to start the season. They've had one cream puff, and everybody else is. But most of that is they played somebody week 1 out of conference. Florida State, was it?
Florida State.
They lost. Then they played a power puff, but then they played their conference schedule, which has been all heavy hitters. 3 weeks in a row they played good people, and now they got Mississippi, who's Lane Kiffin's got them playing good, and they just had a big win last week.
Let's jump on the game that we all thought was going to be the opposite. Oklahoma, Texas.
Yeah,
I said it.
Tia was kind of hurt.
I said it. Didn't I say that's a rivalry game? I said
Red
it.
River.
I said you got somebody who kind of fell out of the Heisman hopeful. They were trending in the wrong direction to start. Yes, but they fell right. They fell right out of the rankings. Right, and I said it. I said, don't sleep on it because it is a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game. That's like
played them the whole game.
That's like that's the equivalent.
7:00 game, was it? That was another 3:30 game. There was a decent 7:00 game. I'm trying to remember.
I recall saying it last week. I said, don't sleep on it because it's one of those games where you're looking at the team. Yeah, they were ranked number 1. You had a Heisman hopeful. Then they fell off the earth with the rankings, and you got somebody who's ranked. And now it's basically like a divisional rivalry game.
Michigan, USC.
There was another game I was thinking of that played, I think 7 or 7:30.
USC plays Notre Dame this week.
No, what I'm saying.
Oh, last week.
Yeah, last week they played USC played Michigan, but there was several good games, and most of them centered around the SEC, with the one game being Oregon and going out to in the Big Ten when Indiana went to go play Oregon. Rather, that was.
I told you the Florida State Pitt was going to be a good game.
Yeah,
Pitt ended up winning.
Yeah, that was a good call. I remember. I do remember you saying that.
Big upset. Colorado beating Iowa State. That's a big upset.
Win one for the coach.
But the Alabama game was big. The Indiana game was big. Alabama beat Missouri. Indiana beat Oregon. The rivalry game. But there was like 5 games. I was like,
Ole Miss and Washington State was a good game, 24-21. But this week coming up.
This week's another tough one because Ole Miss and Georgia. Tennessee, Alabama.
Ohio State, Wisconsin.
Now, where's
Wisconsin's not good, bro. Wisconsin's not that good.
And does Miami play anybody hard this week?
Their conference. Miami plays Louisville, which is they're 4-1.
Yeah,
that's a conference game, right?
Yeah,
that's a conference game.
That's where Miami's going to start losing points because they're not going to
weak
play
schedule.
Tough.
Weak schedule
in that conference.
Louisville's 4-1.
Yeah, but who is Louisville beat?
Are they ranked?
No.
Yeah, there you
4-1, but we're going to find out.
But, all right, Pitt wasn't ranked, and they played Florida State last week, and they beat Florida State.
Neither was Texas.
Colorado wasn't ranked. They beat Iowa State.
Well, listen, so it's
any given Saturday, just like on Sunday. But this game's on Friday.
It's how the bet is called. I forget what they call it.
Louisville, Miami. And then another good game, LSU and Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt underrated. Now, they barely lost to Alabama, and last year they beat Alabama. Yep. So Vanderbilt, and everybody in that conference can't be slept on.
LSU, that's going to be a good game.
LSU play. They're the ones that play Vanderbilt.
Yeah. You said Ole Miss, Georgia.
Yeah.
Michigan State and Texas A&M.
No, Michigan State's terrible.
Yeah, Texas A&M was good.
Tennessee, Alabama.
Does TCU play somebody? They're in the top 10.
TCU.
And I'm thinking
no. Utah and BYU.
Nah,
Battle of the Utah State. That's 5-1 against 6-0, 23 against 15.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. And what I didn't realize, this is week 7.
Week 8.
For college?
Yes, week
So
8.
it's week 7 in the NFL?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
all right.
They're
So,
a week behind.
8. They only got 3 more regular season weeks.
And then you go conference.
Yeah. Like, it just seems like we were talking about college football just started, and now 7 weeks in. 8, 9, and 10. I mean, some teams play 11, 12 games.
Oh, boy. So, but the game I'm looking forward to is probably the LSU Vanderbilt.
I'm looking forward to the Alabama.
Ole Miss and Georgia.
I mean, Ole Miss and Georgia, yeah.
I'm looking for
Alabama and Tennessee, but I
I'm
want to see how
looking
good Ole
for
Miss is.
I'm looking for Cape Verde to play in the
I was about to bring that up.
Cape Verde to play in the World Cup next year.
Yeah.
The second smallest country to ever qualify.
Let's hope that they come to Gillette.
Well,
that'd be tough.
A certain orange guy
That
he's got no
he's got no
He's changed every other rule.
even the FIFA president said no, he didn't have any control of that. Don't have any control over it.
But I heard the United States, Mexico, or Canada will be where they play the FIFA first qualifiers. They're not going to advance, sorry to say, because they won they qualified as the
African country, yeah.
But when they have to play in pool play, and you got to win at least one game and tie one game to advance, it's an accomplishment to get there. But we have to see them in that first round, in that first pool play, because I don't see them advancing to the second round.
There was a certain team that was very comparable.
Another African team. Right?
No. There was an American team that probably has one of the biggest upsets.
NHL? I mean, the hockey one.
That's right.
Mike Urizioni and them.
They were a horrible team. They weren't even expected to medal, and they ended up winning. So one never knows. One never knows.
I saw a lot of pride Monday, because I actually had my grandson, and his father is a big Cape Verdean soccer fan, and his cousin, and they were watching the game when I picked up my grandson, and they were just like, "Oh man, no interruptions. This is gonna be great." And when I brought him back, they were happy. It was like Christmas, man. Like they've never seen their country have that much success in any sport, and soccer is their main sport.
Yeah,
but for them kudos to Cape Verde, man.
Yeah, it's one of those feel-good stories.
Cape Verde soccer shirt.
It's one of those feel-good stories, and hey, one never knows. We'll just have to wait and see.
Now, when would that happen? When would
that would be
first round?
That would be so. I believe it's going to be next June.
Oh, so they have plenty of time.
Next June, and this is the thing. So it's not as if the World Cup were just put on the slate for Foxborough. This has been 2 years already announced. They've been making amenities in and throughout around Foxborough, in and throughout all of the area, just to accommodate it.
And the World Cup, they take out all the grass.
Yes,
they take out all the grass in every field they play in, and they put it in their own.
Yeah. So this isn't something that just because you don't like a certain mayor doesn't give you the right to go and get involved. Let's face it. First of all, Foxborough was nowhere close to Boston. All right. We all know that. And I
thought it was Massachusetts in general, just in particular Boston.
No. He said, yeah, it's a blue state. We'll pull it from Boston. It's not in Boston. Okay, it's not in Boston. Foxborough is actually closer to Rhode Island than it is Boston. So
Providence, okay, Attleboro,
yeah. So it's actually closer to Rhode Island. I mean, because, like I said, obviously because you do not like a certain mayor, you're going to try to pick and prod and try to hurt them in any way you can.
And he knows what type of financial windfall it'll be for Massachusetts.
Yeah. No matter what he tries to do to Massachusetts, it doesn't make a difference because Massachusetts is a very strong blue state.
Did the United States qualify? That would be huge to have them and
Yes.
Cape Verde play there, and then I know
They
Portugal
qualified.
must have qualified.
They qualified, yeah.
But that could be 3 strong bases, cultural bases in this area.
Yeah.
Because maybe no other area, but if Cape Verde plays in Foxborough, every Cape Verdean between here and Rhode Island and Connecticut are all going.
It'll look like Brockton. It'll look like New Bedford.
Yeah.
It'll look like what's the place in Rhode Island? Pawtucket. It'll look like Pawtucket. It'll be all one city. Foxborough will be.
But think how big all 3 of those cultures are in this area. If you got the United States, you got Portugal, and you got Cape Verde, all playing in Foxborough. Foxborough State, Gillette Stadium is going to be.
It's going
crazy.
to. But this is the thing. This is what a lot of people don't realize. Soccer is still the number 1 sport, and they travel.
And in that qualifying
they
round,
travel.
You have to play the other 3 teams, so you're going to play at least 3 games.
Yeah.
They're going to come out for all 3 games.
They travel.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't make a difference. Internet soccer is a number 1 sport in the world, and they travel. They are, you think we're fanatics for football. They are on a whole nother level.
They got the fans fighting in the stands.
A whole nother level.
Big celebrations in the streets.
But yeah, so that was in a nutshell. I just wanted to mention that before we signed off, because we're way over our time. It's 8:24. It's 8:24, and the game is on. What do we got for score? Let's see.
Well, they started. Is it 8:15? They started on Sunday.
8:15. Yeah, it's not. They're 9 minutes in. So
7-0 Steelers.
7. All right.
Hope it was their running back.
Yeah, that'll conclude it for us today. We'll get back at it next Thursday. We'll have a lot more
college to start talking about men's and women's basketball. We already saw the women's UConn team play last week, and that was pretty impressive.
Yeah. So we'll get back at it next week. Before we leave, we've got a comedy show.
Yes,
you got a comedy show that's happening. Steve, you wanted to fill the people in on it?
Guys, I know it was like maybe 2 years ago we brought this man down, but we're gonna have him. First of all, we're moving to the vault right down the street. Nice stage, professional lighting and sound. It's going to be an experience. But the headliner for this show, Freddie Ricks. When he came last time, people were hitting me up, and I'm sure everybody else involved telling us how much they enjoyed Freddie Ricks's performance. You probably seen him in Shaft. You probably seen him in Baby Boy with Tyrese, but he's going to be our headliner. And then, of course, we got Chris Tabb as our host, and he always does the damn thing. And then we're bringing back Melissa Misconduct Elmore, who's been down here, not recently, but New Bedford knows who she is. That lineup's going to be crazy. And because we haven't done a show since before the summer, the response has been good. We got about 80 tickets sold already, guys. The only downpour, we can only fit about 120, 125 people pre-sold tickets. Like, that's who we can seat. We can probably make a few accommodations, but go online and reserve your tickets so that we can have enough seating.
Don't be left out.
Yeah, nah. It seems like it's a while away. It's a month from tomorrow. No, 3 weeks from tomorrow. What day is today?
It's the 16th.
Yeah, and it's November 8th, so it's going to be like 5 weeks.
2.5, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yep, 3 weeks from this Saturday, because it is on a Saturday. So people don't have to work early. You have the day in front of you. You can plan for it. The Vault Performing Arts Theater. This is going to be an experience. It's going to be a professionally done show. We always bring you the talent, but the venue is going to make a huge difference. Come experience the WMB1 comedy series.
Grab your tickets at WMB1.com.
Yep.
Or if you want to be assured of seat, you got to get in touch with one of us.
Yep.
All right. With that being said, we're going to sign off. We hope everybody has a great night, and we'll see you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go!
Old school R&B, hip hop, reggae, sports, talk shows, and a whole lot more. You're listening to the internet's hottest new radio station, WNV1 Radio, New Bedford, Massachusetts, home of the legendary Tavares and just a collection of